We back?
We're back.
Welcome back, baby, to the We'll Get To It show. We're back.
That's not the normal intro.
No, it's a different intro. We're trying new things out. We're back. We've been gone for 2 months. You want to try something? Say it in the mic.
Hold on, I think there's like a... What is that? That was in my mouth.
It's like a piece of pepper.
Bink and bonkle, everybody. We're back to the We'll Get To It podcast.
Well, put that shit on the shelf. Binko bonko. It's kind of...
The cheddar bites got to him.
Yeah.
No, they weren't cheddar bites. They were cheddar cheesy smiles.
They were...
And they taste like cardboard.
Cheesy smiles.
Yeah, I think they're just... I think the infection's going into your brain. That's what I think.
I reset up everything, so I got my audio equipment set up on a different side of the room.
Yeah.
We got a mini fridge now.
We got a mini fridge.
And I moved my lamp. It's now there.
Where was it before?
Behind my monitor.
Oh, nice.
Now it is over there.
Yeah. Makes more light.
Yeah.
It's not blocked by a whole monitor.
Yeah, you know, in hindsight...
That was a waste of a
Waste of a lamp, yeah.
Well, it gave like a cool like ambiance.
Look,
behind
that
the
doesn't
monitor.
matter. We're back. And
Yeah.
we're better than ever.
Can't hear the light in the podcast.
Exactly.
You can't see it either, huh?
No.
We might do a visual one. We don't know.
We've done it before. It's
Yeah.
just sitting
I
on
was
my computer.
on that podcast.
You are.
You were.
Those are live shows.
It was. No, but we have another one that we did too.
Oh, I didn't know.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah, you did.
I wasn't here for that.
Yeah, you would.
Not that big of a fan, I guess.
Yeah. You're like our one true fan.
I do
No,
all the
Christina
time.
is.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, Christina's our head of social media.
And
Or
our
something.
and our
What was the position
constant
we gave?
listener.
I forgot.
I have no stake in this game. I just listen.
Hold on, let me take off the Velcro straps of my sandals.
We wear sandals now. I'm still wearing shoes, but...
I'm
more open to
You're a
sandal-
Croc boy.
Yeah. I like Crocs. You know? I'm not gonna lie to you. I was gonna wear basketball shorts, but I just didn't.
Crocs and cocks.
Our dogs are still around.
Damn it. Not damn it that they're still around like they're... God, fuck. Shut up! Shut up!
Shut up!
He must speak Spanish.
Cállate!
Cállate, por favor.
Told you.
No!
Oh!
Ah!
Wasn't the same. Look, we're back. We're better than ever. We've been gone for 2 months. Right?
Yeah,
Give or take?
give or take.
Let's just say 2 months.
Yeah,
Why were we gone for 2 months? Life.
life happens.
Life happens.
Things...
You know, and part of me also wanted to, like, you know, kind of take a step back. I've been listening to our old stuff, and it's great. I like our old stuff.
Yeah.
But there's room for improvement.
Yeah.
We must never stop on our quest for improving. For me, one thing, I want to be less angry.
Okay. Yeah?
I want to be less angry. I won't get as angry.
You remember, like, one of the clips that we have where it's like, if you liked Fast and Furious,
Go fuck yourself.
you
like
might like this, the
Go
newest
fuck
one.
your mother.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
So-
My stances are the same.
But you will be less angry
I
about
will be
them?
less angry about them. I'm going to bottle my rage up more.
What's your opinion on, on corporate America?
Oh, get the fuck out of here. You're trying to get a rise out of me, you son of a bitch. Get the fuck out of here.
It's not angry, though.
It's not angry.
It's not angry.
It's not angry.
He's calm, but
Calm. Calm.
like a storm.
We missed a lot of things in the 2 months that we were gone.
We did. It was like a lot.
We missed a lot. Even when we were doing this, we were missing a lot.
Stranger Things is back.
Stranger Things is back.
Obi-Wan is out.
Obi-Wan's out. Doctor Strange 2.
Doctor Strange 2. I saw that.
Everything Everywhere All at Once.
I saw that. It was fucking great.
Makes me cry every time.
Yeah? Little
We
pussy.
went to a wrestling show.
We went to a wrestling. We went to go
Less
see...
angry, more more crying for you.
Yeah.
Already got a job.
I did.
A legit job.
Yeah.
I work on production sets, baby. We'll see if I get more leads soon.
Yeah. I'm still working my, you know, my routes.
Yeah.
Doing what I do. That's okay. It's money.
It is. It is.
You know?
I'm gonna buy a new audio interface and a new microphone for Joseph.
I picked up more routes. So,
What?
routes.
New routes? Good new routes? You didn't say that. I just thought it was
Yeah.
funny.
I picked up some more routes. So, if you need help with your with your
outs? What
with
do you
your
know?
payment. I'll play.
He'll play.
Whatever. I hated that.
Yeah?
I hated every bit of that.
Yeah, I know you did.
Oh my god.
Don't get angry, though.
Oh jeez.
Got the shakes already.
I'm not drinking as much. I'm drinking Dr. Pepper now.
Yeah.
You know? Before, when we used to do the podcast, I would have a beer in my hand.
Yeah.
Not no more.
Not every time.
Don't touch me.
Okay.
And then Kevin's here. I don't know if we said that.
Hello. Greetings.
How you been, Kevin?
I've been alright.
You gotta come closer.
I've been alright.
That's good.
Yeah.
It popped up and everything.
Good bit.
I've been asking these two when the podcast would come back, and I get the same response. We got some stuff recorded. It's coming out soon.
Yeah. The last thing that we recorded, it was gonna go up, and then like I lost all of Joe's audio for the second half.
And it
of
was
the
a
podcast.
good episode. Too.
It was.
How?
It was the night of the Oscars.
Oh, the slap happened?
Yeah.
When the slap happened.
Yeah.
And literally, Ark was on Discord. I joined up. I was like, Ark, Will Smith just slapped Chris Rock.
Yeah,
we have to fucking do the podcast right now.
Yeah.
Damn.
I lost it. We lost half of it.
That was a long ass time ago.
Yeah.
That was February.
Yeah.
Huh.
You said 2 months. That was fucking 5 months ago.
4.
My ass.
No, but if you go to our charts, you will see that the last episode we did was on March. So that March was 2 months ago. No, it wasn't.
April, May, June.
No, it wasn't.
It's 3. It's like give or take.
Yeah.
But we're back.
I said
You're back. Not me.
look
I'm just
here. I said about 2
No
months.
anger. No anger.
I said about 2 months.
I didn't even say anything. He just got mad. I don't think this is gonna last.
He
at
didn't
all.
get mad. He got riled.
Yeah.
God,
I raised my voice.
Yeah, that's what my dad
I
used to tell me
explained-
before he beat my mom too.
Huh?
Sorry.
I'm not raising my voice, Luann.
We're not yelling.
Yeah.
I'm not fighting.
I didn't hit you, Johnny.
The wall did.
The full of your
I didn't hit you. You fell after I punched you.
It's the gravity that did it. It's not the fall that hurt you. It's the sudden stop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's actually a good way to put it.
Yeah.
That's what people say about, like, when you like, oh, that guy fell. He jumped off a building. It's like it's not the fall that kills you. It's the sudden stop.
It's the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I didn't have anything prepared for this because I just wanted like a welcome back.
Welcome back.
It was welcome back.
The end.
Welcome back to you two.
Thank you.
To you too, the band.
Welcome back, you two. Welcome back, Bono. Welcome
Season
back,
2.
Edge.
We're already in season 2.
This is season 3.
This
No,
is
this is season 2.5.
yeah. We took a mid-season break.
We did.
Oh, because you stopped in January after
Yeah.
you made a year. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We took a little January hiatus. We came back for a little bit, and then life happened again.
Yeah.
Cause
Season-
school was kicking our ass, dude.
Me too.
School was fucking my asshole. It
School
was
was
fucking
fu-
hard.
It was
Happy
the
Pride Month.
Happy Pride. Yeah.
Happy Pride. It was the worst academic year of my entire
Yeah.
academic career.
Yeah. Same.
What'd you get?
Fucking like D's and C's,
God
baby.
damn. You too?
I got
I got a couple B's and a couple A's and stuff.
an
How many
A.
fucking classes did you take?
A whole
Yeah.
whole
6?
class. Yeah.
Fuck.
I got an A and then a B and then 2 C's, I think.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. That's my my worst academic year.
Yeah. When I got to college,
I struggled.
I got my shit like
Same.
I focused and I started doing it. This one right here was really just tempting me.
Yeah.
I was like, I should have.
Was it Gen Eds or what?
Yeah.
Mm.
Joe and I ditched so many classes.
We were not in. To give credit to our teachers, we were not in school for a lot of it.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah.
Philosophy, right?
Yeah. We were definitely not in philosophy.
Bro, that guy did me such a solid. I missed the final. Joe and I both missed the final. It made me fail the class.
Yeah.
I emailed him and he said, I'll open it for you for like 1 day. And all I needed was a 50% to get a C in the class.
Yeah.
I got like a 76% on it because he deducted like late grades on it or late time. And then I got like barely a B, I think, in the class. It's like I just scraped a B in that class.
I got it. That's the class I got a D in.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't.
101?
Huh?
101?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, huh?
Yeah. Because in the last. Because I missed the final, and I was taking the final, and then I did the math because I plugged my score in. It's like even if I got a perfect, I was still gonna get a D.
Yeah.
So I was on the last question. I literally wrote,
Fuck this.
Look, professor, I give up. That's it. Give me the fucking F. I don't care. And then like I hit set submit, and I was like, fuck it, whatever happens, happens. And then like a couple days later, the professor messages me and goes, I see you left the final answer blank, but that's okay. You with the other ones, it'll put you up to like a high D, which he could turn around to make it C, I guess, if he wants to.
He did?
I don't know. I haven't checked. I don't want to check. I don't want to check. But like, I was like, I did not leave that answer blank. You acknowledge my answer. I wrote something in there.
He's a philosophy teacher.
Yeah.
To him, that answer is like nothing.
Yeah.
My philosophy teacher passed away.
Oh.
So my video production teacher passed away mid-semester.
What was his name? Oh, mid-semester.
I don't know if I just say that on the...
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Yeah, it would be a little disrespectful.
Yeah.
I liked him though.
Yeah, he was pretty cool.
Mine was cool too, because he got sick like the last 2 weeks, so we didn't have a final.
Nice.
And it was philosophy of religion.
Oh, not nice. I mean, like,
In his eyes, he went somewhere.
He was really nice, though.
Yeah.
Especially when it came to religion, because he was super Christian, but
Yeah.
people would be constantly fighting in there, and he would just be like, maybe.
Yeah.
I fucking hate
Well, that-
philosophy, dude.
Yeah, I do
That shit
too.
pisses me off.
We were in the class because our teacher didn't offer an online thing until like about
Midway through?
Little less than halfway.
Yeah.
But what's it called? It was just annoying. It was like we couldn't get through the points of the class,
Which were interesting.
which were very interesting. We couldn't get to them because people were just
Interrupting.
dwelling on one thing.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And like they constantly interrupt, and he's like, acknowledge this, but we need to get to this point so that we could talk about all of this.
Yeah.
Because
It's like-
this isn't the point that we're trying to talk about. It's this that
Like-
happens.
I
like,
just got PTSD,
Look,
bro.
if it's A plus B equals C, right? People would be like, but why does A plus...
Yeah, I
it would
know
just be like-
exactly
But what
the
about
fuck you're talking
Yeah.
about, bro.
It's like
Oh
don't
my
worry
God.
about A and B for now. You just have to know the only thing that's for sure in this whole thing is that A plus B equals C.
Yeah.
Remember when
He's
that
like-
guy said ice cream was gay?
Yeah. And then he said it as a joke.
I think he tried to do that as like a save.
Yeah. Or I don't know.
He tried to make it. He tried to make
What's
it.
the
forgot-
context?
I forgot the scenario, so I'm misremembering.
Yeah.
But he goes, I don't know. Some people think ice cream is gay, right? And then
Like sweet treats for girls, and
yeah,
hard savory treats for boys.
yeah.
Is it gay to get a scoop after a long hot day?
I don't
I don't
gay,
know.
yo, call me gay because I love ice cream on a hot day.
I don't know what his point was, what he was trying to make, but I just remember like being like, "Fuck, are you saying?
Yeah.
You've just derailed the entire
For
fucking
no
class for no reason because you just wanted to be the center of attention for 5 minutes."
And the professor was like confused because he was like, "Oh wait, is that homophobic?" And then everyone in the class simultaneously went, "No,
no,
it's not."
I don't know what this fucking kid.
And then
does.
he goes like, "Wait, you haven't heard of that thing where it's like boys don't eat ice creams for girls, like sweet, like girly treat for girls." And then, like, not that for boys. And then everyone was, like, so fucking confused. And we just moved past it. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, it's like you just derailed the whole fucking thing.
NPC activities right there. Dude.
Yeah, but that's what everybody does in those types of classes.
Yeah, it's fucking annoying.
The ones that I would hit the most were people who got, like, personally offended
Yeah.
by, like, the scenario. It's like... It's a class, and it's a fictional, hypothetical scenario.
Dude, I had 2 Jehovah's Witnesses sitting behind me when we were talking about religion.
Ugh.
And they would interrupt, and I was like, "Oh."
My favorite one was there was a lady who was sit to the corner of you,
Yeah.
and she'd go like, "That's not." You could just see her just quaking in her boots,
Yeah.
trying to like
Yeah.
raise her hand. It was literally like this. She was just like, "That's not."
And she would like under her breath like say stuff like a lot. Yeah.
It's like that's not accurate, actually.
Dude, and that's in 101.
Yeah.
Fucking religion was just like that. So
Yeah.
I'm thinking it's all philosophy classes that are just because dude, religion was like atheists, Christians, Catholics,
Yeah.
and they would just fight the whole class.
Yeah.
And this was an old man, so you like couldn't interject
Hey.
or like, so they would just go at it.
I
Make
think
a fucking
philosophy
sound, bro.
classes lend themselves to debate, right?
Yeah.
But the problem is people don't know how to fucking debate.
Yeah.
They don't
it's
know.
too heated.
Everybody wants to just be right.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And no one
Exactly.
listens. No
hell
one
no.
is even listening to the other point the person is making.
Yeah.
They're waiting to respond.
Yeah, it's just they're speaking at you, and then you put up a blocker, and you're like, "Here's what I'm gonna say."
Like
Get
an
ready for my
anime character?
trap card.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think some of the because me and I talked a lot in that class. I not as much.
we would. Yeah, I would try and interject like my
Yeah.
2 cents, and I feel like I
Yeah.
I try
But
to make it healthy.
whenever we would, it would be like I feel like that would be the thing that would get us to move on.
Yeah.
Because like it was just,
Because we're like,
yeah.
We can see the professor struggling, dude.
It's it's like we understand that. Move past it.
Yeah. I feel like he also like, because he's like pretty chill.
Yeah.
He kind of let people go loose for a while, and then like at a certain point, you could tell that he was like, let's move on. But like I think it's because like he never goes like, all right, we're ending that here. This is what we're gonna talk about.
Yeah.
He never like put like hard boundaries up so that we could actually like move on.
I was like dealing with the kids.
Yeah. Kevin's a fucking substitute teacher now.
Yeah.
Went from working from Home Depot to working at home.
Kansas City, man, it's wild out here.
Depot. Yeah.
It'd be wild here in New Jersey, Alabama. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
Exactly.
Chiefs all day.
Yeah.
It's the same thing though. All you're dealing with is adult kids there.
Yeah.
People that just never learned to,
Yeah.
or they're
Children
used
that
to
read
hearing
books.
That they're right,
Yeah.
which is annoying. But your professor should have just put his foot down. Too.
And we had like a lot of psychology majors in that class too, and they would fucking interject.
And the thing is, I think like didn't he say like, oh, philosophy and psychology majors, we don't get along.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And so it just so happens we were in a class. It's like the one time in college when everyone decides to volunteer is the fucking time I'm taking that goddamn.
I know.
class.
It's like fuck.
And tell me the two film majors are the ones level-headed
Yeah.
in
I
that
know.
fucking class.
Come on, let's
It just is what it
Yeah,
is.
because we don't care. We
Yeah.
just want to make fucking, we just want to make fucking movies.
get me out of here.
Which is funny because all that shit is
Yeah.
film is all.
And he would talk about
psychology.
movies sometimes. You talked about that one Flatliners, that movie Flatliners.
Yeah.
Yeah. About like the philosophy of like death and like
You ever see Flatner?
I think so.
It's a good movie.
It's like four
doctors.
It's Kiefer
Whatever.
Sutherland, Julia
White
Roberts. Yeah, white people.
I've seen it.
Yeah.
Just
I never-
the whitest cast you could
You
ever.
ever seen
Con Air.
no.
Oh.
Fucking love
The one with
Chronicle.
Dane DeHaan when they're moving shit with their mind?
Oh,
Man Who Stared at Ghosts.
Chronicle?
Chronicle. Fucking love Chronicle, dude.
Yeah.
It's my favorite
Fucking-
white people movie.
Chronicle, yeah.
I've never seen it.
I'm
Chronicle.
appalled right now. You
I'm
would
not a
love
good.
that
I'm not a
movie.
good white person.
You
huh?
would love that movie.
Because I'm white.
Yeah.
No, because it's like, they're just moving shit with their mind. Like it's just like,
I like
what
Men Who
if, what if
Stare
all
at
three of us
Ghosts.
got superpowers?
And one of us turned out to be a little bit more nefarious than others.
Why did he go rogue?
Yeah, it's just because he's white, bro.
It wouldn't be
He's
Joseph.
white and he can't handle the
He killed
power.
Michael B. Jordan in the fucking lightning.
Yeah.
Hey, stop.
That movie's been out for like,
Oh.
My
it's
bad.
what, 2012? 10 years now?
Oh. Well,
I saw it way back when.
what movies do you guys remember seeing in theaters 10 years ago? Or like that long ago where it's like it doesn't feel that long ago, but it is.
I saw
Shrek 3.
Okay, that's a good one.
Spider-Man 3 also.
The Dark
All
Knight.
within the same, like,
Yeah.
Spider-Man 3.
yeah.
I saw Megamind in theaters.
That's
What
crazy.
year is that?
We can look it up, but I
Yeah.
also saw Alvin and the Chipmunks, the first
Alvin-
one.
I've also saw Alvin
I
and the
saw
Chipmunks. What's crazy is like I was never like I have no idea what Alvin and the Chipmunks had over me.
No.
What the
Whatever,
fucking
yeah.
hold was.
Bro, 12 years ago, Megamind.
Jonah Hill was in that?
Yeah, he's fucking
Brad
he's
Pitt,
he's the loser.
Well, dude, I've never looked at the cast.
Brad Pitt's Metro Man?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Ben
Stiller's
What a
Bernard?
fucking cast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone knows about Will Ferrell, but
Alvin the Chipmunks.
I don't know what was the hold Alvin and the Chipmunks had.
look at Squeakquel.
Yeah.
The
both of-
first one's the
first
one
one
I-
was what? 07 then?
It has to be because this one's 2009. Yeah, 07.
2007, dude. I
And I
saw
saw
this
this
in
shit in
theaters.
theaters.
Rise. We would have this on replay.
Wow,
all
I
the
hated
time.
this movie when it came
You
out
did?
too. It was so annoying.
That was when all the YouTube videos had their fucking sync.
Yeah.
On their shit, you know?
Heather, what?
They would put like
They would put like Soldier
A song?
Boy
Yeah.
and then
Alvin and the
Squeakify.
Yeah. Oh my god.
all
Worst
the YouTube
thing-
videos had
yeah.
that shit.
It's like your song's lit and it's fire. Alvin and the Chipmunks
Yeah,
remix.
Yep.
I do
Dude,
remember
that
that.
was that was YouTube infancy back
It
then.
was.
It was like I was on YouTube when did YouTube come out? Like
2005.
and then but it started getting popularity
Like 2008.
yeah,
Wait, I've
late
never looked at
2000s.
who actually played Alvin. Why is Justin Long and Ross Bangladesh playing?
One's probably the singing voice. The other one's
Oh.
Wasn't he in the actual fucking
Matthew
movie?
Gruber?
Oh no, it was the other guy.
Grubler?
Jason Lee.
Is Simon the guy from Criminal Minds?
I don't know.
Yeah.
The guy
Yeah.
from Criminal Minds is
You're-
Simon.
Do you remember when YouTube videos when you would look up lyrics, it'd be the blue background with the
Yeah,
white text?
Yeah. Oh my
and then
god.
the fucking lyrics are always wrong.
Yeah.
And a 007 song.
Or like if they didn't know what it would
Not
say, they'd
007.
put like ... because they just don't know. It's like, I guess this is what we gotta work with.
Or when it was like the chorus, it'd just be like this times 2.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Wow. This is the nostalgia cast.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah. We've done a lot of those.
Yeah.
Nostalgia cast.
We
yeah.
fucking one time.
All we did was listen to cartoon theme songs.
Yeah.
We're going way back. I was here for that.
Yeah, you were.
You had Kayla here.
The Batman.
Oh
freaked
yeah,
out-
that was the one
yeah.
I recommended. I love
She
that
freaked
fucking
out when
thing.
we listened to Winx Club.
I didn't even watch.
Now
it.
we're having nostalgia over the nostalgia episode.
Yeah. Oh my
Oh my
god.
goodness.
Oh jeez, what the
Hey,
fuck is going on?
Just don't get
here?
upset. Don't
what
get angry.
the fuck is going
No,
on here?
don't get angry.
I remember seeing
Oh.
the scary movie, and at the end,
3?
the white guy chops her head off. It was a found footage movie. Did you ever see that? They go to like a farm
I
at
think you
the
watched
end,
the snuff
and
film.
she's like possessed, and she
Uh-huh.
draws them all dying, and one of them gets their head cut off. You never seen that movie?
It sounds familiar.
I saw it right at the Cinemark. It was, and then I walked home because I lived so close. At night, it was
To this
terrifying.
one? You walked at this one?
Well, it was like me and my family.
Where did you live?
On down over there by the turnpike.
Oh, I like the
Yeah.
turnpike.
No, we were on. So we're on East 85th, and you lived on what? Like East 72?
Is
Yeah.
it where the quadruple roundabouts are?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can they do that?
There's a big
How many
piece of-
roundabouts can you
Look,
do in a row?
There's a strip mall here, not like a strip mall where the old Walmart used to be. Do you remember the old Walmart?
Yeah.
Back in the day.
The old
Yeah.
Walmart,
There's
the
a
55th.
Keep it 50
big ass piece of desert
Yeah.
behind it.
Yeah.
And then there's houses.
Okay.
I lived in those houses.
Got it. Okay.
So it was like a 20
That's still
minute
pretty
walk.
far. Yeah.
Yeah. That's like a.
25-minute walk.
What is it, like a mile? 2 miles?
Hell no, it has to be more. Because imagine that you have to come all the way around and then go all the way down.
Yeah, you're right.
Like, I'm gonna keep it 55th Street.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
But anyways, you don't know that movie?
It sounds
No.
familiar. I can't recall it.
I mean, honest, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
So type it in right here. Found footage movie.
Is it the Squeakquel?
And it came out around the same time as all this shit.
Is it Chipwrecked?
So look up 2007 found footage movie. Yeah.
Horror film that spawned.
That's
Because this
fun.
was around the same
That-
time as...
Was it Paranormal Activity?
No, it wasn't that. But it was
Was
around
it
the
this
same
one?
time.
Wreck?
Wreck was fucking
Wreck is
good.
good. That was based off a Hispanic
Exhibit A.
movie.
Yo, Quarantine was
VHS, no?
no Quarantine was the American remake of this movie, Wreck.
Oh, is that the Hispanic one?
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
Spanish one. Yeah,
Okay.
from Spain.
What about Big Man Japan?
No.
The Butcher?
No.
The
The Pug of
It was
His
something
tapes?
like... It wasn't Jose... Just put found footage horror movie. And let's see what comes up. Like... Because I don't think it was that early. Well... It had to be late 2000s. Because... No, VHS. That's the one you're talking about, huh?
no, the one that's the one.
That's the remake? Or this is the
Quarantine
OG?
was the American remake
I
of
saw
Wreck.
Quarantine.
That movie fucking terrified me
Yeah,
because
Quarantine's
it was in Los Angeles,
Yeah, that...
and I was like, why the fuck are we making a movie about this? Why is that apartment building still standing?
Yeah. That shit was scary.
Was it Cloverfield?
No, but I love Cloverfield.
Hey, Quarantine.
The new one sucked.
This American remake of this.
Is
Okay.
District 9 a found footage
It is.
movie?
It
Yeah,
is and it
it's
isn't.
halfway, no? Like,
Yeah.
love
The
that
original,
movie, too.
like the original of it.
It's none of these, bro.
Chupacabra?
Well, explain it. Explain it more.
It's like this chick is possessed,
Uh huh.
and she has like a demon inside her.
Yeah.
It's this white girl, fucking blonde hair, scary looking, just being herself.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
And they're like, "Oh, we need to." I don't know why they go to this farm, but they go to this farm, and she like at the end of it, she like draws all three of the cameramen and everybody get their heads cut off. Well, one of them gets their head cut off, and then the other two just die. And it turns out that the family is part of this cult, and she gives birth to a devil baby. And they throw it in the fire, and the fire fucking raises up, and then the camera guy starts running through the woods, and then it's revealed that the brother fucking chops his head off.
Birth of Devil Baby. Type that. Devil Baby birth movie.
Found footage horror film. I forgot, dude. This is just gonna bug the shit out of me. I'm sorry.
Found
I'm derailing the
footage
entire podcast.
With David
Horror film.
Dead Devil Baby.
where girl gives birth to devil baby.
Girl gives birth.
Devil Baby.
Birth.
It's gonna
Birth.
come up with that.
I'm not gonna
fucking-
put birth.
Devil's Due. Devil's Due.
Can I see the poster?
This gotta be it.
It's got like a big V, like V for
Go
Vendetta.
down.
Look, images.
Go
Go
down.
images. No,
Images.
Look at that.
they don't show the actual. Like the baby is all fucking red. Like
Images.
it's
Go to
like covered in
images.
blood. It's not that one.
Devil's Child.
No.
Demon.
Look
Brain.
up found footage, Devil Baby, and they throw it into the fire.
Cannibal Holocaust.
They throw it into the fire. Keep Devil Baby and just put
Found footage horror film.
Where
Baby
Thrown
in fire.
That's one. Last Exorcism.
Exorcism,
That's
but
the one it was. God damn it. Because I remember that fucking shot. And this guy's a pastor, and his dumbass tries to
Stop it. or
yeah
something?
fight that fire monster. Come on, dude.
That's like
What
that's
the-
like in Percy Jackson when Hades comes into the fire.
Type in the last exorcism. I want to see like the poster of it.
Wow, that was so like anticlimactic.
I thought it was gonna be like a more exciting thing.
Yeah, that chick. Yep.
This
That's
bitch.
the one. Yeah, look at her.
Yeah.
2010.
Dude,
They
I,
made a
gotta,
sequel.
And then I never saw this.
I kind of gotta poop.
Yeah, go poop. Well, me and Kevin keep.
Look at that. That's kind of cool.
But then I walked home. Oh, that is a cool too.
That is pretty cool. That is pretty cool.
Then I walked home and I was scared as shit.
Who's in this?
I don't think it's anybody
that
of note.
matters.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody matters.
But it was really popular at the
Nothing
time.
really matters.
I don't recognize any of these.
No,
This is the guy from Better Call Saul.
Oh,
I still haven't watched Breaking Bad.
Oh, never mind.
you ever watch Breaking Bad?
And that's the guy at the right, Caleb.
You ever see Twitches?
Go Twitches.
That's the bad guy.
That's Cassius.
Caleb?
Caleb Cassius.
Whatever his name is.
Something stupid.
Click on it. Click on it. We'll find out. Is it Cotton?
Cotton. Let me hear Hank's wife.
Yeah. Here, go. This.
Listen up, Hank's wife.
Twitches right there. Look.
Twitches 2.
Twitches 2, not Twitches 1.
He's still the bad guy. Thanatos.
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 Yeah.
Thanatos is Greek.
You still gotta go poop?
Yeah.
Go poop.
Okay.
Go poop.
I'll be back, everybody.
Me and Kevin got this.
Scoot closer.
Alright, Kevin.
I am in
So,
the driver's seat.
you are. Yeah. So, I had a similar experience. So, we would live on 110th Street. Not accurate, by the way.
The
But
same place you're at now?
Same place. No. Like in my old neighborhood.
Oh, okay.
I'm just giving fake street names.
Oh,
To,
sorry.
we live on 110th Street,
Mhm.
and then we lived like around 90th Street.
Mm-hmm.
And so at 110th was this movie theater. It was a really cool old looking movie theater. I'll show you a picture of it later when we're done. And I dragged my dad to go see the new Friday the 13th, the remake one from 2009 or whatever. Fucking saw it. Fucking awkward ass movie to watch with your dad, because there's a lot of titties in that movie and like a lot of fucking in it. And I'm just like, oh, fuck. It's like, because I was like 2009. I was like maybe
10?
like 11 or 12, like around the time of
Yeah.
the talk. And like I was just like, I don't want this to turn into like my dad trying to talk to me about this shit. And it was all awkward as fuck. But like the whole time, when we got out of the movie, we were gonna walk back home, and it was dark, and like it was awkward between me and my dad because of the movie we just watched.
Yeah.
So I think he scared me. He's like, "Oh shit, you hear that?" And I was like, "No." He's like, "Oh shit." And then he would just yell, "Joseph, run!" And I fucking booked it all the way home, and it took him like. I got home, and I was like, "Mom, fucking Jason got my dad." But I think my dad had called the head to like let my mom know what was going on. But yeah, I was like, Jason got my dad.
And he just did that to avoid the awkwardness of the entire situation.
Yeah, I think so too.
What a guy.
Yeah.
Senior Davila.
Yeah. Why'd you fucking put my last name out there?
They don't know your last name?
No.
My fault. If it makes it any better, my last name's Davila too.
Yeah, it's fucking. I'll make a couple phone calls. We're all gonna remember your last name. I'm gonna put an in memoriam.
Oh, that's fucked up. I was like, is that a threat? Or I was like, are you trying to make me famous? Or you're gonna make me infamous?
I'm gonna make you. You're gonna be a famous victim.
That's fucked up.
I'm kidding.
The late 2000s were a wild time.
The late 2000s. It was that weird because
This Facebook, social media wasn't prominent yet. It was coming there. Facebook was out, I think.
yeah, it was. But
That
like,
was a MySpace era.
it was a MySpace era.
MySpace is cool.
Did
I
you
had
have a MySpace?
Yes, I did.
I never had a MySpace.
Fucking notifications, like the plus sign was new friend request. Oh, you never got there?
No.
Yeah, it was fucking wild. Like
I knew my cousin had a MySpace, and he would just have like the music thing. So
Yeah.
I would go to his MySpace just to play
the music.
the music.
Yeah, it's wild that social media is kind of fucking dumbed down everything to be so simple. But
Yeah.
back then, you could have like photos. I would take fucking SpongeBob pimp, you know.
The off-brand shits.
Yeah.
With the do you ever go to swap meets and get those shitty T-shirts with the fucking?
But I've seen them. They still sell them at the.
I know.
Indoor swap meet, so.
I know.
Yeah, and you just pimped your fucking profile like that.
Yeah.
Fucking famous stars and stripes and shit.
Yeah.
With the F.
The F. I remember
my first ever song on MySpace, "Superstar" by Lupe Fiasco. I'll never forget that.
That's a great song.
Love that song.
I think my cousin had he had a Young Buck song.
Really?
Not Young Bucks, the wrestlers. Young Buck. It's like fuck. I forgot how it goes.
I was like, I think they were starving back then.
Yeah.
I didn't know they were making music.
They were like kids back then, probably. Yeah. But yeah, it was a Young Buck song. It's something like "I Got Money" or some shit like that. It had like a mean ass tuba in it.
Yeah, it was a wild fucking time to live through that, then go to Facebook, and then
Yeah.
what it is today.
No, what's crazy is like, I wasn't. It was around middle school when Facebook took off for me.
What year was that?
Like 2009, 2010.
Yeah, around that area. Yeah.
Yeah, but it was just crazy. It was like all of a sudden, it was like everybody in school had a fucking Facebook.
Yeah.
I had a Facebook. My shit was whack, bro. My shit was dry as fuck. I got no bitches on that
whack.
shit.
Well, okay, but you were in fucking middle school.
Yeah.
You know what had me by the balls back then?
What?
Farmville, bro. You ever played Farmville?
If Farmville had me by the balls.
Had me by the balls.
Farmville had
My
me by
farm
the
was
balls.
dope as shit, though.
I was fucking pinging, annoying everyone. Just
Yeah.
trying to get like fucking more fucking pigs or whatever the fuck.
And it was like, it was weird because that's when the poke came out and everybody was like freaking out over the poke. And now there's different tactics to get people's attention on social media that I didn't know. So it's like, it's wild to come from that to this now.
Yeah, it was crazy. The fucking poke era. Oh my god. You remember the mustache era, bro?
No.
When everybody was obsessed with... Shut the fuck up.
I don't.
When everybody was obsessed with like the curly mustaches?
No, I have no idea.
You don't remember that?
Well, you're saying like there was it was in Facebook, or people were just...
In real life, they were just obsessed with like mustaches and bacon and all that weird, quirky shit.
I have no idea.
When Arik comes back, he'll fucking he'll talk to you.
I have no
Arik
idea.
will talk to you, and he'll fucking confirm what I'm saying. The viewer at home is fucking screaming at their mic because that shit was true. People were obsessed with like the old time. Look,
I know what you're talking about. The one that Bobby Fish has.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
Look up mustache era. Mustache. Fuck no. Not
During
this.
the late 17th century, yeah,
No.
bro, real vintage.
This shit right here. When people just walk around with fucking mustaches on their fucking thing.
Like this.
Like this. They would do this shit.
Oh, I do remember
They
that.
would do this shit
Well,
right here.
motherfucker, make it clear next time that they were drawing it on their fucking fingers. Yeah, I remember that.
But like people were just weirdly obsessed with this shit. And it was always women too. I never got that.
That's kind of sexist.
I don't know. Is it?
I don't know. Why was it always women?
I don't know. No fucking man was walking around with a fucking painted on mustache.
What the fuck? What else? Bacon? But what do you mean about bacon?
Look, type in bacon era 2012.
This was around the time I got my OG Twitter. I got Twitter like the year
Well, like bacon meme or whatever.
the year it came out back then, and I didn't know how to fucking use it. And back then, like on Twitter, you had like
Yeah, see
Twitter
how,
jail.
look how you had fucking bacon bandages, bacon fucking floss.
I do not remember this at all. People were just doing shit like that.
People were just doing shit like
And
that.
I was around during this. Do you remember that?
The
But not-
fucking dinosaur?
The OG memes? No, the OG memes. Like,
top text, bottom text.
yeah.
This shit right here.
Yes, that was the OG memes, and now shit's just
Now
gone.
meme means something totally different. But the fucking 9gag memes.
9gag. I remember 9gag a lot.
Were you on iFunny?
No, just 9gag.
I was
And I
on
never
iFunny.
got into 4chan either. Like I never could. Do
I
that.
never did either.
Or Reddit.
Thank God for that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Now I just use Reddit for answers. But back
I use
then-
Reddit for porn.
Okay. How do you go about that?
Huh?
How do you go
You
about
just
that?
fucking r/titties, baby.
r/titties.
And then you just look at a bunch of titties.
Oh my god.
Look, I'm a lonely man. What the fuck you want from me? Not judging.
Awkward silence, Joseph. Thanks
Yeah.
for derailing the entire
Look
conversation.
at that. Cleavage bacon. Congratulations.
We have to, in like 20 years, they'll do a study on this early fucking 2010.
You know, it is
Era?
fascinating. Because this was like the first era where, like, it was like, people were just talking to each other. And then we realized, like, maybe we shouldn't be talking to each other this much.
Yeah.
This is a little weird.
Because social media made everything instant. Like,
Yeah, and what's crazy is like, this led to people being like more open about shit, and so then like more people were more open about the weird thing they were into.
Yeah.
And it turns out there was other weirdos out there that were into the same thing.
So I guess in the way it was good because it created communities.
It created communities.
And bad communities, but good communities.
Yeah, community nonetheless.
Yeah.
You know, but it was just like, I looked at this era and I was like, we were wilding back then, bro.
I really do wonder. And I remember seeing something, I don't know if it was on Twitter, that's like, in 20 years, how the kids that are being recorded by their parents right now will probably sue them back for all the shit that
They should.
because they were put on.
Yeah. It's like, this.
like, that's
It's crazy, isn't it? Like,
because you can't consent that young, right?
yeah, you can't legally consent.
Like that one kid that's making millions of dollars and his parents are running it.
Yeah.
He has fucking toys and everything.
Yeah. It's like, it's weird because it's like, also like, you're putting your whole life under a microscope
Yeah.
just for people to see and like to judge, and it's weird.
That shit is weird. It blows my mind.
It fucking blows my mind too.
But it's just weird thinking back and like seeing.
But like, imagine, like, just fucking thinking like, you were the first person to just turn on a camera and talk,
Yeah.
and it's like now that's like a standard. That's a legit form of entertainment now.
Yeah. Just like podcasts.
Yeah, exactly.
There were no podcasts back then. I don't think so.
There were, you know what podcasts were back then? You would call a radio station,
Oh yeah.
and a radio station would record that shit, and then send you the fucking file, and you'd upload it, and that was a podcast.
I did not know that.
And that's what comedians would do. Fucking, they would. That's how you know, like you have. That's why early podcasts sounded like shit because they were done through the phone.
Oh, wow. I had no idea.
Yeah.
It's
'Cause
wild, man.
Bill Burr, I think, was like one of the first comedians to do a podcast.
His shit's been around a long ass time. I still listen to it.
Yeah. So like, it was kind of. He was like, yeah, I just used to call a fucking phone service, and we would do the podcast over the fucking phone.
Yeah, because there's clips on YouTube of his podcast like 13 years ago or some shit.
Yeah, and it's over the phone.
Yeah.
And it sounds like shit.
Sounds like shit. Fucking hilarious though. It sounds
Yeah.
like shit.
Yeah.
But now it's like too many podcasts. Now you have to compete to just try and get your shit.
It's
Listen
fucking
to.
insane. It's fucking insane. It's insanity.
MySpace is fun though.
We've just been
I'm
talking
out of the hot
about
seat.
the mustache era, the bacon era.
Social media in general. And how far we've come.
Oh, like Worf stash.
Yeah.
Like-
You remember the bacon era, right?
I do.
How everybody was weirdly obsessed with bacon.
Irma Gerd.
Yeah.
My Gerd. My bacon isn't epic.
Those are the
bacon.
OG fucking memes, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Top text, bottom text.
I must go. My people need me.
I used to love the Jackie Chan one.
This is Jackie Chan one.
Yeah, he's like,
Oh, yeah. Hold on. I did this with Joe a while ago, but do you want to do some AI meme generators?
AI meme.
Here, look. Alright, so this will take any of these selected meme formats, and it will give you a meme that has never existed. Are you ready? You remember that, like, one does not simply walk in a Mordor?
Yeah.
A classic.
Here you go.
One is not simply
Call for the wall. There you go.
Is that a Game of Thrones reference?
No.
It's
nothing.
It's nonsense.
Oh.
It's randomly generated.
Remember this one? This guy doing the thinking thing? He's like, huh?
The face you make when your teacher says you can't change my mind.
Boom.
They're not funny. They're not supposed to
No,
be
they don't
funny.
make any sense. Here, look. Boom. Make another one. Predicting meme.
If
If
you
you
can't find a fight in your car.
Nothing. Nothing else.
Refresh.
No bottom text. That one's just a top text meme.
Can't get a lot of friends if you don't have any. That one actually
That-
makes sense.
that-
Alright, there you go. Boom.
Yeah.
Sometimes it lands on,
So sometimes it lands on a banger.
gets a thing.
Wasn't there one of these things where it just descends? It just makes less sense the more you hit refresh or whatever.
I mean, that kind of just happened. That's this. It just kind of happens.
Me, my ass, and smoke and chicken endorsement.
I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means either.
Here, look, remember this one with the kid?
So you're telling me I could get a supply report in the store
Interesting.
when a little bitch doesn't do anything? That's the new Twitter bio right there. When a little bitch
doesn't do anything.
That's my new Twitter bio.
It's good. Yeah. It has like the Pikachu one too. You remember this?
Me puts a guy in the game. Me gets a meme.
The grandma? I think this is the grandma.
When you look at the top of your first try and they still suck your sister.
Huh? Who's sucking my sister? I don't want that. Anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, we were just talking about that.
That's AI meme generation, Kevin.
Just how we've kind of lived through the evolution of all that shit. It's kind of wild.
Yeah. What's
Did
weird?
you ever have a MySpace?
I didn't because I was scared of it. I thought it was like for older kids.
Yeah.
So I would just play
I had
Club
one in
Penguin and
sixth
Pop
grade.
Tropica.
6th grade, I had a. 5th grade, I had a MySpace.
I wouldn't. I was too scared.
Yeah, there was kids around my 5th grade that would have.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it. I was too scared.
It was fucking wild. It's a wild time.
Yeah.
It's just like,
Yeah, you could also like, you have a MySpace and then an adult could just be your friend.
I want you to know, I was essentially off of the internet and didn't exist on any social media until around like freshman year of high school. It's like I only played computer games. So like
Miniclip?
I played Miniclip all the fucking time. There was one that was like a 3D like free roam car game where you just escape the police. You just drive around a stupid city and escape the police. I play that all the time.
You ever play the stick figure site?
Stick fight?
There's just a bunch of games with stick figures.
Like
Yeah,
stick,
I think so.
Stick games or whatever.
Yeah. I would. Yeah.
That
There was, like,
fucking
the stick
website
wa-
was fun.
Stick Wars.
Stick War?
Yeah.
It was like worms, but you were sticks?
Yeah, I did like that one.
I fucking love that website.
There was one, dude. There was one fucking website called Fun Orb, and it was so good. And they had like their version of worms, Fun Orb, and it was Fun Orb Anarchists. It was this one. Arcanists. The Arcanist cookbook. It was this shit. And it was so fun. It was like worms but better. Cause
I think I
like
ever played worms.
you had like so much control over like your weapons. It was really cool. It was made by the same people that made RuneScape.
Really?
Made by Jagex, yeah.
There was this one game, it was called Rune. Or no, not Rune. Raze? Raze is what it was called. I slaughtered kids.
What was that on?
It was like on, just like Antcon or whatever. Raze Flash game is what it was. Yeah. They made like a couple of them. It was this game right here.
Ooh.
Oh, I think I played this one.
Like this guy right here?
Yeah, that's literally this exact game. I don't know what it was on, but you play with other people. This is like the first ever game I played with other people.
Yeah.
At least I hope it was other people, not like just computers.
It might have been computers.
Could have been computers.
I never realized like how often like games would do that, like Flash games. So, like they gave you the illusion of online.
Yeah.
Whereas like we put you in a room full of bots with the name like Matthew, John, Chris,
Yeah.
Sasha.
X Kicker X.
Yeah, exactly. Like that dumb shit.
I had this stick figure game that you started off as like caveman and then you slowly.
Oh,
work your way-
socks,
Age of War?
sandals.
I
No,
don't
swords
know,
and sandals.
That game was fun as shit. I used to fucking play it and then put YouTube on because I wanted to be a rapper and just start freestyling over beats while I'm playing.
No, not this one. It was like Age of War, wasn't
Wait,
it?
which one?
It was just stick figures. Like it was
Oh.
like stick figure fucking.
Oh
No, you know what? That was a different one.
Age of War.
Age of War was there wasn't.
This?
I
Yeah,
love this
that
one.
That game was so
Yo,
much fun.
Can we play this in the background?
Yeah.
That game was so much.
Age
Like
of
you
War
start off
5.
as caveman and then.
It's on
Yeah.
Armor Games.
Yeah, you just had to like mash fucking buttons.
Right. And then you just.
Because
like,
the moment they got like 2-3 technologies ahead of you, you're fucking done.
Because they got guns.
Oh, this would still play through the desktop if I had the audio. I'll do that.
No, I mixed the two up. There was this other stick figure game where you could play as Spartans and shit. Do you remember that?
Oh,
And you could, like,
fucking
throw the fucking
stick wars.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, look up
And you could have like different troops and shit.
Stick War.
Oh, I remember that.
There's a mobile of this now.
Yeah, there is. It's really fun
No.
actually.
You mean this?
Let me. I need to see. Images.
Just go to the images. Images.
I'm a visual learner, Arik. Yeah, I remember that Spartan motherfucker.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I used to
dude.
play this shit.
There's a fucking mobile.
Yeah, you can play that shit on your app now.
No
It's not as
way.
good as it was when we were kids, but
Dude, but that game was so much fun, bro. This is the game that I would put and then just
Okay.
put freestyle beats and start fucking rapping while I'm playing. I was fucking in 6th grade, bro. I didn't know any better.
How much money do we have? I can get a rock slingshot.
But the guy on the other end is already sending troops, right? Yeah, look, like there's the fucking caveman.
Yeah. How do I full screen this bullshit? How do I full screen it? F11.
No fucking way. I love this game.
sorry, I was responding to a text.
How do we? Here we go.
Yeah, this is olden times, bro. There wasn't even like a way to full screen game.
No.
Dude, did you ever have
You
the?
scroll, right?
Yeah. You gotta
Oh
start
my
sending
gosh.
troops.
Wait, how do I get troops?
Click that. There you go. Just mash it. Just mash
Send
it.
the fucking green one, bro. They're fucking.
The
you up.
dinosaur, yeah.
How much are they? 100.
Just fucking.
Well, you gotta as they're killing people, they're gonna. Yeah, and they had to wait. It was only 1v1 battle.
Yeah. Well, no, if you had the slingshot people, they could.
Oh, start hitting from behind.
Yeah. So what I would do is I go two caveman, one slingshot.
Look at it.
Yeah,
Wow.
And then if you go back this. That when you get 4,000 XP, you could evolve to the next stage.
Yeah, that's why.
Oh, really?
If you were left behind, you were fucked. Like there was no way you could come back.
Wait,
Because
that's cool.
Cavemen are going up against like guns and shit.
I could get a. Do I only have one turret spot? I do. Let me see. Do I want slingshot men? No, I can wear dinos. Are the dinosaur men the best?
They are. They have the most health.
Yeah.
I would spawn some slingshotters behind them so they could start taking people out.
Oh, you could evolve now. I think.
I don't want to.
4,000.
No, I don't want to.
4,000.
I'm not ready yet.
You have to, Ark.
You could do the special also. It costs XP though.
What? Why would you tell me that?
Because it clears the lineup. See, look.
That doesn't matter.
And see, look. Now it's like they're doing twice the damage. See?
What? Why?
Because he's shooting.
Slinging him.
Oh, I see. This is fun. Wait, no, he has dinos. What?
Oh no, he has the bird
No!
that shoots the egg.
No, I need to get that. I have $9 though.
That's okay. You'll get some more.
Yeah, $130, bitch. Oh fuck! You got a catapult instead now. Sell a turret. Build a turret. What do I want? Egg automatic. Boink. There we go. Now I have an egg automatic.
This is
Riveting.
this is the shit right now.
This is one of them. But look.
Yeah. So.
But look at my cousin from the show. Look at what he said.
He's not wrong.
Ow.
He's a big Jeff.
So what were we doing before I went poop?
Social media.
We were just
But
talking.
Now we're transitioning to
Yeah, now we're just talking. We could just talk whatever. What time is it? Like another 12 minutes?
Yeah.
Welcome back.
Another 12
We'll
minutes?
do a short little hour.
Welcome back.
Well,
That's gonna get cut
how,
down.
let's just, Ark, how have you been feeling?
About
Just in general, like, you know, like what's,
like life.
what's going, oh, they
Oh,
fucking got a new
fuck.
arrow, bro.
I
What?
told you.
You got
What?
Evolve.
How?
Right there.
I'm not ready.
Evolve.
He said, I'm not ready.
Evolve. Alright, now go here. There you go.
Okay, I have swordsman.
Send the horses.
Dun 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 dun.
Holy shit.
You're gonna have to upgrade these turrets, too.
That's okay. I'll do it. Get the shit out of here.
You know, if you could build the tower higher, also.
I could. It's expensive though.
That would be 2, right?
Yeah.
Sell a turret. I already sold a turret. How do I build a turret? There's a turret. Oil.
Yeah, that's when they get close. They get burned.
I'll do it. I don't have enough.
You're gonna have to wait for some murder to happen.
Yo, my man's got a fucking crossbow. Got a crossbow. Oh wow.
I can't. This shit used to keep me entertained for hours, bro.
Yeah, I would do that other one that you guys were talking about.
The stick war?
The stick war. Yeah.
That one's good,
I like
too.
stick war because you can control the people.
That and
can.
swords and sandals. I would play a lot.
What is it? So you would just fucking do some beats? You just put some beats on?
Yeah,
and
just freestyle beats and start rapping while I'm playing stick war.
Huh?
Yeah. When I was
Kevin,
in,
you would freestyle rap?
I would try.
This
It'd
is
be
hey,
awful.
you know?
When I was in elementary school, I really wanted to be a rapper.
That's cool. It's fun. I commend you.
And then at some point, somebody told me I was fucking ass, so I stopped.
Oh.
Did you?
Don't be like me, kids.
Do you ever?
Give up.
There's a lot of things in life that I regret because I worry too much about people's opinions of me.
Yeah.
I tell the story a lot. Not like I'm more open to it now, but like as a kid was really into wrestling. I'm still into wrestling a lot, and I really want to pursue that.
Wait, I have no money.
But that's fine. You're fine.
No, but what do I do now?
Oh, you're fucked. No, they're gonna.
I gotta wait for my special.
No, they're gonna ram through your shit. It's over.
No, I just have to wait for the special.
It's over. They're gonna ram through your shit.
I just have to wait for the special. I might die before this special comes up, though.
Yeah.
Fuck.
No.
Off cooldown, rip. Go.
There you
Bitch,
go.
night.
Send some fucking units out. Yeah.
Ha! Got him.
But like as a kid, right? I really wanted to join the high school wrestling team, but the only reason I didn't was because you had to put on the fucking singlets, and like I was like, I don't want to get. And then my friends would go like, well, that's fucking gay. You know, you look gay as fuck with that shit, or they make like little offhand comments. And I was just like, well, I'm not being a wrestler now. I don't want to go.
Oh no.
Part of me is just like, I wish like I just had like the strength to just be like,
fuck it, huh?
fuck it, I don't care.
Yeah.
Because who knows how my fucking life could have been.
I would have never met you.
Exactly. You know, I don't fault anything that's ever happened in my life because it's like
I
all
do.
of it led to us being here now and
Yeah.
the way we are.
Yeah, I lost though.
Yeah, you did.
Wait.
No,
Oh, defeat. Okay, never mind.
all of it led to like, you know, us ending up here the way we are. I do have a lot of like, you know,
What if?
a lot of stones in my backpack that weigh me down. You know.
Take him out.
Yeah.
Take him out.
Yeah.
Stupid idiot.
Yeah, exactly.
No need for
A
that.
lot. I carry a lot of weight with me.
Yeah.
Now you've got a successful podcast.
Much like Psychonauts, you have a lot of emotional baggage.
I do. It's why I can
You ever
never.
watch Psychonauts?
Huh?
You ever play Psychonauts or watch it?
No,
Oh,
but I know
okay.
the concept.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's because of that emotional baggage I can never have a meaningful relationship with anyone. 'Cause
That's
I'm
not
too
true.
close up. Except you, buddy,
Hey.
and Kevin.
Hey.
You're just holding yourself back.
Yeah.
What are
Boom.
your friends
You
doing
are your
that
own
stop
worst
you?
enemy.
Huh?
You are your own worst enemy.
Hey, Joe, you want to reach in that little mini fridge and tell me how cold it is in there?
We're upgrading things
Ooh.
around.
Yeah?
It's not crazy cold. I don't think you should fill it up with the 6.
They are upgrading.
It is chill, though.
facilities around
Yeah, I don't think you
here.
should fill it up with the 6.
more time, though.
Yeah, I don't think you should fill it up with the 6 if I'm being honest
Yeah,
with you.
that's fine.
Maybe like 4.
Yeah.
So then you can
Has
leave
like
it
room for the air to circulate, percolate.
Yeah.
What's percolate?
But what was I gonna say? I was gonna say something.
Yeah, yo.
I just want to say, don't let fear be the thing that holds you back. You know,
Yeah.
take your fears and be a fucking, you know,
Sometimes people
Be
have
a
tears
fucking-
for fears.
yeah, be a fucking G.
Why
Sling
everybody
dick.
wants
If you don't
to
got a
rule
dick,
the
sling it anyway.
You playing Stick Wars?
I am.
Yeah. So yeah, I
I
just
agree.
got, you know, sling dick doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah.
You know,
What's the...
the only thing that matters is that when it's the end of the road, and you look back at your life, do you go, I got regrets? No. That should be your goal.
Unless it happens quickly, like a car accident or something. Yeah, I don't think you have time to think.
You
about
can't regret that.
You can't regret.
You literally have no time
Yeah.
to.
it. You just kind of die.
Yeah. But like I'm talking like when, you know, you're an old crispy man
And then you get hit by a car.
and then you get hit by a car.
I don't wanna
You
live
pontificate first and then the car hits you.
Joe has said the word pontificate twice today.
I haven't
I've
noticed it.
Look, I'm getting less angry
Hey.
and and I'm using smart words.
He is. He is smart.
I'm a new man.
You're one fart smeller. One smart fella.
I'm a new man and I'm trying to show that. I'm trying to convey that. I've been through the ringer. I've come out clean on the other side.
Yeah. You're like Edge.
They have spells.
CM Punk.
now.
Sorry. Damn it. Straight Edge. Superstar.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
What did you think? I said that last time? Straight A superstar?
Yeah.
CM Punk, the straight A superstar. Never failed the test in his life.
You ever see pictures of CM Punk when he was a teenager?
No.
Fucking hilarious.
CM Punk teenager. Yippee-hi-yo. What the fuck? Wow.
Why is he so fucking mad?
Look at this one. He looks like the bad guy from You Got Served.
He does. The white guy.
Oh, he does.
You got served.
I love that movie, by the way.
I never seen it.
No?
I only know about it through reference.
My favorite part in You Got Served is when they're doing the dance battle, and then the coolest shit ever is when they grab their hands and they go,
Oh, the hand wiggle, the finger wigglies.
yeah.
Look at him jogging. Wow, he looks Irish as
If
fuck.
he was younger, I would.
Is he Irish?
I don't know what he is.
He looks like an Irish bully boy.
With the sideburns, I would say he would have made a great fucking Wolverine.
I agree. I 100% agree.
He's in the.
Yeah.
Have you seen the show Mayans?
My house.
He's in a couple episodes.
CM Punk?
He's
He
pretty
got
good.
into acting, huh?
Yeah.
Like, there's this one
I think all wrestlers
show
do.
that yeah,
Or
'cause
like-
they're all actors.
It's so when you're a wrestler, it's easier to transition to acting,
Yeah.
and then also it's better because if you go to SAG, you get health insurance.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Yeah, because the wrestling business does not give you health insurance.
Do they give you SAG credits?
Yeah. They do not.
For being on TV, though.
Screen Actors Guild. It's you
They
know,
are screen actors.
You know what?
Well, the TV actors, right?
Yeah, it should make sense.
You have to be in SAG to be on other TV shows.
Yeah, you do. That's why they do other things.
They better get fucking SAG credits
Yeah.
for that shit.
I don't know. There's a lot of bullshit in the wrestling business.
Yeah. They're independent contractors, actually, not or actors, so they don't actually get paid for acting. They get paid for wrestling with a camera there.
Yeah. That's technically
bullshit.
Yeah. Because it's and look, the wrestling business also gets this like gets a lot of hate for no reason. You know, you're always like, no matter what it is, wrestling's always the redheaded stepchild of things. It's like if you like sports, you can't say you like wrestling because then people will be like,
yeah, that's not a sport.
Is it a special day on Google? It's not a special day for Google.
Which is what we're
There's
saying,
nothing.
Kids. Like what you like.
Like what you like. Do whatever the fuck you want.
If it's boys and you're a boy, like a boy.
No, wait,
Happy
wait.
Pride.
Oh, wait.
If you're a girl and you're a girl, like a girl. Happy Pride.
I didn't mean no as in don't be gay. I meant no as in don't like little boys if you're not supposed to.
Yeah. Yeah, thanks, Kevin. We didn't know that before going in.
Hey, you know?
You know what's sad? There are people like that who are like,
What?
I didn't know that was wrong.
What?
It's fucking idiots.
That like you fucking clear something up with them, and they're like, I didn't know that was wrong. It's like, yeah, that's fucking wrong.
Oh my god.
Why the fuck do I got to tell you that?
That liking little boys is bad?
Yeah,
That's
there's
not
people
good.
like that.
You can't. I don't think you shouldn't do that.
This is a really shitty way to
Yeah.
the podcast.
Yeah. This is a mistake.
We can keep going for a little bit because I was gone for a while and I was pooping, and I'll
Yeah.
probably have to like cut some of whatever was going on out.
Why? You don't think we were talking about nothing good?
My back hurts from carrying.
All right, I'll take it.
That's pretty good.
No.
Also, I will have to cut a lot of the beginning out too,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
leading up to.
We were just bullshitting.
Yeah.
We was just bullshitting. And you know this, man.
I don't know that's wrong.
Should we
Friday.
talk about? Yeah.
I've seen that movie.
Should we talk about a film?
Yeah, let's. We always end the podcast on like, what have you watched or read or experienced?
Yeah.
recently?
Have you... What did you watch recently?
The most recent thing I watched was
Dora.
The Boys.
There's the boys.
I need a Prime
Episode
Video.
4.
I need a Prime Video account.
The Boys.
You use mine.
Please. I've been trying to... You know how fucking desperate I am for fucking, like, The Boys to watch it? I've read the Wikipedia episode synopsis.
Oh my god.
Because, like, I just want it. I fucking want it, but I don't have Prime, so...
It's really good this season. They're writing.
I've heard.
I've always been a fan of it. And have you read the comic book?
No. I heard the show strays away from the comic
It
book
strays a lot. It strays in a good way.
Yeah, in a good way. That's what I've heard.
Frenchie's not a pedophile.
Yeah, Frenchie's a fucking weirdo in the comics.
Really?
Yeah.
Like, the Japanese character is a little girl in the fucking...
Yeah.
But, like, I think they never make anything explicit between them and Frenchie. It's just like
Yeah,
this,
because if not, it'd be legal or
Yeah.
illegal.
yeah. I think it's more like a
Implied?
implied type of deal, but like it's
Weird.
still gross and icky.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
because in this one they're full on. They're actually
Yeah.
exploring their story more. That's like
Yeah, and they're also like adults.
yeah.
Every episode of The Boys makes me scared because I don't know what's gonna happen to the main cast.
Yeah,
Every episode
And
I
he's
go,
unhinged this season. Fucking
Uh-oh.
Homelander.
yeah, I heard.
He's
Yeah.
unhinged this
That,
season.
someone said
Fucking
there's no anxiety attack like seeing Homelander alone in a room with someone.
awesome.
Yeah.
Bro.
Every
You just
time I
don't
see
know.
a scene with Homelander alone with someone, I'm just like,
You saw
They're
the scene where
dead.
he tweeted?
the one in the roof.
Yeah,
I fucking
dude.
looking at that. I just want to give props to that fucking guy. He's a
Dude.
great fucking actor.
Dude, that episode's fucking.
Who? Which
dope
guy?
as shit.
The guy who plays Homelander, Anthony Starr.
Yeah.
He's who plays
Yeah.
Homelander?
Anthony Starr. Yeah.
Wasn't he? Didn't he also get in trouble, like for beating someone up?
Fuck are you talking
I have
about?
no idea. I can't comment on it.
Hold on.
What have you guys been watching? Stranger Things, alright?
I finished Stranger
I'm on
Things.
episode 3.
There.
Oh,
Cool ass dude, this guy.
maybe not.
Jack Quaid was in the
He's
Scream
New
4. Did you see
Zealand?
Scream 4?
No, Scream
6?
Scream 5.
My bad.
Yeah, look,
I
Anthony
didn't
Starr
see-
arrested.
I
The
didn't
boys.
see it, but like I know what happened.
He was charged with assault. Yeah, he like beat someone up in a bar or something.
Cool dude, though.
Not if you're the guy at the bar.
Great actor.
Oh, what'd the guy at the bar do?
Yeah.
One, it was alleged. Yeah, two, I don't know what happened at the bar.
UK tabloids.
It was in Spain. According to the Mirror, the arrest was a result of a pub fight that left a man needing 4 stitches. The victim is purported to be a 21-year-old chef who claimed to local media star punched him twice before smashing a glass in his face.
However, it should be noted that none of the details beyond the arrest and sentencing have been corroborated.
Okay.
So
Actor's
he's
been in
a
Spain
football
shooting
player,
guys.
to be honest.
Yeah, and he's New Zealand, right? He's New Zealander.
Yeah.
They like to fight in bars.
Mm-hmm. They'll glass you.
They'll glass you.
If you're a stranger walking in, they'll fucking glass
They'll
you.
do a shoey.
I guess the problem is that you just don't, like, especially when you're famous. I mean,
Yeah, you're
I
holding
could
the
really just go up to you,
You know-
and then spin that shit.
You know
Yeah.
who's the fucking crazy ass dude? And the more I see it, the more I'm like, I don't know why the fuck you guys casted this motherfucker, but Ezra Miller, that
He's
he's on
weird.
the-
dude, that dude is
So
unfucking hinged.
He threatened the KKK.
He's on his way out, bro.
Yeah, he
He's on
is.
his
Yeah.
way out from the industry.
Didn't he get arrested in Hawaii?
Yeah.
every other
Like, he
day.
gets- yeah.
The latest thing was he was giving minors LSD and shit.
Yeah.
And, yeah, he's
Huh?
on his way out, bro.
Yeah.
He's done. I think they've already been talking about replacing him as the Flash.
Yeah.
With,
Some people were just saying, look, just cancel the Flash. It's not even fucking worth it anymore.
but it's already shot, right? That's why
Yeah.
you can't.
Yeah,
Just like
because I know a big thing.
face replacement.
I know a big thing for a while was like, can you just face replace them? It's like we can't.
No.
You don't understand.
No, you literally can't.
We literally can't.
You know what they should do? Why didn't they just use the guy from the TV show? Everybody loves him as the Flash.
I don't like
That's a whole fucking thing.
I'm not a fan of the CW shows.
I'm not the biggest fan of them. Like once they get like past a certain point, because they just get weird and ugly. But like, he is a good actor for the Flash. Like
Yeah.
he looks like how you feel like the Flash would look.
I think there was a report that he was done with the role too, but he's
You
just
know,
doing
he
it
wouldn't
for-
be done if they threw millions more dollars.
They paid him like a
If you're-
ridiculous amount of money per episode.
If you're
now.
like
Yeah.
like a TV level actor, right? What you want is a show that's been on for fucking 15
Yeah.
seasons or
Yeah.
whatever the fuck.
Yeah, 'cause
Like-
I remember it blew my mind that the Big Bang Theory cast towards the
Bro.
end of it was getting like $1 million
Yeah.
an episode.
Yeah,
the main
it's
three.
fucking crazy.
It's
It's
like
fucking
nuts,
crazy.
bro.
And it's like, yeah, you're stuck in forever. Like it's strange to that role, but guess what? You're fucking,
Rich for
you're building a whole ass life. Not to mention the fucking syndication rights.
Yeah, you're good for life. You're set, dude.
Fucking.
That's why you don't act after, huh?
No.
That's usually what
Don't have
happens. That's what happened with fucking Seinfeld.
Or they do like passion projects, and that's
Yeah.
it. Like car
Yeah.
comedians and cars getting coffee. It's like who
Yeah.
the fuck cares? He's like whatever.
Yeah, but like that fucker from Seinfeld, fucking Seinfeld himself.
Jerry's ass, dude.
Like his show got picked up on Netflix. That shit wasn't cheap.
It gets that show is ran everywhere and is picked up constantly by other
That's the
places all the
fucking
time.
goal. Big Bang Theory is
Yeah.
on TBS,
Yeah.
TNT, all them type
Probably
of
Paramount at this point. Who
Yeah.
knows?
So I guess, do you remember that kid from Superbad that drew the dicks, or the guy that played Little Jonah Hill?
Yeah.
He still gets checks, and he posted it on Twitter like not too long ago, and it was still like $200.
Wow.
From
So
a fucking
for that,
For drawing dicks in an old
Because
movie.
Well, he was-
Superbad
that was
is
like
on,
yeah.
on cable all the fucking time.
Yeah.
He's only in that
yeah.
scene for like what, 2 minutes?
Yeah.
That's wild.
And he still gets a $200 check.
Yeah. We have friends that get like checks for like 6 cents.
Yeah. Yeah, we know a couple people.
Really?
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
just like collect them up
But
and then
like, I mean, if you compare that to these actors that are doing and actresses that are doing these
Yeah.
big ass shows, you're
It's
set
like
for
you're
life.
fucking
You really
set.
don't have to do
Yeah.
shit.
Crazy.
after
Yeah.
that.
yeah, but
Not to downplay their hard work, but
Yeah. No.
Yeah,
Like they
you know,
they,
this
they
is-
did
yeah.
that thing though, and it's like this will keep me
Yeah.
this will tide me over for a while.
like I'm sure even this motherfucker probably
Anthony Starr.
he's probably getting
Anthony
what?
Starr.
Anthony Starr. Oh, it is
Now?
Anthony.
I thought it was Anthony.
It's Anthony.
But now, what do you think? Season 3, they just got renewed for season 4. Has to be close to $1 million, especially as he's one of the main players.
Yeah, I agree.
I like her.
Another $1 million, right?
And not to mention, like, this gets you exposure.
Hella.
Like, this is a talked about. Every time The Boys drops, it's like the talked show.
Yeah.
Which is why you should do the weekly releases and not fucking just drop it all in
Netflix.
one solo.
We talked about that in the car 2
Yeah.
weeks ago.
Netflix
When
is
Netflix is done with Stranger Things. They are fucked. They have nothing. What did they have left besides Stranger Things?
No, dude, that's
Peaky
why I
Blinders
fucking hate
just
it.
finished.
Dude,
Huh?
Peaky Blinders is
And it's
done.
not even their shit.
Netflix is fucking dropping so many bags.
Yeah.
Like they gave up Glow, they gave up Space Force. You know, they cut the fuck out of the budget, and it's
Yeah.
so bad, and they canceled it. Queen's Gambit went hard,
Yeah.
and it's like do more shit like that.
But
Oh,
the
man.
problem. But
Are
the
they doing
problem.
season 2?
No, Queen's
No,
Gambit
it's
is
a
not
limited
like
series.
It's not a. It's
Oh,
it's
it's
like a
just
mini
limited.
series.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
There's a limited series.
Yeah.
Well, that's what we were talking about. That they said that they're not going to drop the bag anymore. They're not giving people
Well, no,
Yeah,
they
money contracts.
They're not gonna just
Yeah.
give you a blank check and be like, do whatever the fuck
But
you want.
like I think that Joe and I were talking about this the other day. It's like that's what is good when they do that shit. Like the Irishman, like how Joe was telling me the other day. Like they went, here's all this fucking money.
Because what are the other movies? Those fucking action movies.
But the Ballad of Buster Scruggs.
But that's the thing.
But those are series, right?
I think that's not a series. That's
that's a movie. It's like an anthology movie.
Okay.
But like that's the thing, right? When they just throw their money around carelessly.
Anywhere.
When they have to be more cautious, but like what pissed me off was when they fucking named the thing. They're like, we're not gonna be funding things like Martin Scorsese's thing. Yeah. It's like that's the things you should be, not the fucking. Just because your movie has Anthony Mackie in it does not mean people are gonna fucking buy Netflix to watch Anthony Mackie in it. People who have Netflix aren't watching that fucking Anthony Mackie movie. No disrespect to Anthony Mackie. It's just like he's the first person I can think of.
And how many?
It's like they make these ensemble cast movies, and each one Anthony Mackie ain't gonna fucking cost just like $100,000.
What's wrong with Benedict Cumberbatch?
Fucking
mud.
The fuck are you talking about? I'm in the middle of something. Fuck are you talking about?
Don't get angry.
Fuck you. I'm in the middle of something.
Broke him. Yeah.
It's like fucking. Those motherfuckers cost like $1 million a piece.
Yeah, at least.
No, more.
Yeah.
More, dude.
I'm just saying $1 million because it's a fucking nice round figure. But it's like you're making fucking cast movies with those motherfuckers. That's where all the fucking money goes.
Like the Rock one.
The fucking Rock one.
The Rock.
Ryan Reynolds and Gal Gadot.
Well, Red Notice.
Three right there. How much do you think they cost?
$20 million a pop.
Red Notice, yeah.
Red Notice, yeah.
Look up fucking The Rock's network, like fucking how much The Rock paid.
Actor, so they have to give him fucking.
Rock rate, price per movie.
$20 million per movie.
$20 million per movie.
More than $20 million per movie. Wow.
So fucking look at that. Ryan Reynolds, who's probably $20 million also. Gal Gadot, who's probably also $20 million also. Probably shouldn't be, but yeah, whatever.
Different discussion. Not because she's a woman, everyone.
No, because her movies fucking suck. Any movie that she's done other than Wonder Woman has fucking sucked.
The first one.
And even then, it's like a half, like a fucking mixed bag.
Yeah. They need to take like an A24 approach to their.
I think
or
DC,
fucking like a Jason Blum fucking type deal.
Invest their money back into the things that are making them.
That's why fucking
Squid Game.
Yeah,
bro. Dude, shit like that where it's like just super creative things.
That was a luck of the fucking draw.
Yeah.
Lucky.
There's no way they could have thought that this show from fucking Korea was gonna be like the #1 show.
For how long? And how it revolutionized.
And it's still, I think, in my opinion, it's still very big.
But where is Netflix making money? Where are they making their fucking money? Everybody that has Netflix has Netflix.
Yeah.
No one else is buying Netflix, I don't think.
Yeah. Look up the Netflix numbers.
What I was telling Joe is that day, around that time, they were saying, they're cutting their funding, but then a bunch of like writers and fucking assistants came out and said that Netflix was paying people to do 4 jobs.
It's plateauing.
Paying them the rate of one person. Like they've been cutting their writers, they've been cutting their assistants, they've been cutting all of this.
What is it? Like 200 million, right?
It was exponential because it was a slow roll, and then it just exponentially went up. Now it's just stagnating.
Yeah.
Like it's really.
So 200 million people, right? At times 20. That's how much fucking money they're making.
Is it $20 per?
Like not including advertising and shit though.
They don't advertise yet.
They don't advertise, but they have sponsorships.
Sponsorships? Oh yeah, like sponsors in movies. But that's in movie sponsors.
Yeah.
That helps fund that film.
Yeah.
But that's money that they're putting in.
The thing is, it's also movies. It's not like Netflix is like funding these movies. These movies are being funded on their own.
And then they're paying for
and then Netflix comes out. Netflix comes out and goes, "We will give you $100 million for that movie." You know?
Hold on, if I go to a calculator, it's like roughly 200 million, right?
And they're just raising their prices. So
yeah.
So times 20, right?
Yeah.
Like rough, right? Is that $4 billion?
Yeah.
That's $4 billion that they make a year.
And their stocks just crashed.
Yeah. But like they do some funky shit too with that stuff. They do some like funky shit.
Yeah.
Can we close the door?
It's not like it's just like they have $4 billion to spend. You know?
Yeah.
And they're stopping the shared account shit, aren't they? Adding like different types of walls so that you can't share accounts anymore.
Oh, I had no idea about that.
And
that's gonna fuck them.
They blame the losses on that they're sharing accounts.
No fucking way.
Yeah. Their losses are because they were fucking stupid. They ruined the fucking business model of buying movies. Mm-hmm. Before, you fucking made a movie, right? And a studio picked it up, and then they bought it for what they assumed to be a reasonable amount. Like you.
Well, that in of itself is probably shady and scummy as well.
Yeah, but that's how it fucking was. That's how it worked. But Netflix came in and fucking inflated the prices of everything.
Yeah.
You know, and then they went, yeah, for your fucking indie movie that cost $1 million, we'll give you $20 million. You know, and it's
so now everyone's like, I guess now we have to pay $20 million.
And now everybody, the whole fucking bar gets up, and then Netflix, to compete because they want that fucking content so bad, kept raising the fucking prices.
I don't know if it's a bad thing to be paying people more. I don't think that that's a bad thing.
But that's the thing.
I think what's I think what's bad is when you start going like across the board. This is what we are gonna pay, because then it makes it harder to get into. But I don't think that them because again, like production companies are pretty scummy. They will try to pay you as little as possible for whatever you make, and it's like you're worth more than that. So I get like them being like, hey, we'll pay you this much money to join our subscription service.
Yeah,
but I think that, like you were saying, it did fuck up the model a little bit. But I think at least it's some form of change. But I don't know if it's a good change.
Because it's not like $20 million and then everybody who made the movie is getting $20 million.
Top
like
guy gets it.
No,
it's usually just the one guy at the top.
Yeah,
and then theoretically that should trickle down, but that's not how that works.
I'm saying they were cutting the writers' salaries. They were
so that's
assistants.
That's the other side. Streaming services don't have to follow the same guidelines as like Hollywood productions, to my knowledge.
They don't.
And that's why the Hollywood strikes happened. But I think the fact that they're raising the budget that they're paying people is great. I think that it should be divvied up a lot better. Because now that I have been a person that has worked on a film set, they will take advantage of you. Mm-hmm. I was only scheduled to work 12 hours a day. Only 12 hours, right? But I would have to work 15 and a half hours, and I wouldn't get paid overtime. If it were full union, I would. But they didn't have that in their budget, so they would say, oh, we'll cut you after 12 hours, and you could just go home. But they needed me to work more, and it's like, what am I going to do? Say no, and then leave it, and then have everyone not like me at the end of the day, and then I go home and I don't get more jobs? Yeah. So, they kind of, you're encouraged to fuck yourself to get more work in the future.
It's a culture of fucking not feeding yourself.
Yeah.
You know? You're encouraged, the less you have on your plate, the better it is for you, buddy boy. Yeah. And imagine you're a fucking, 15-year vet of that type of system.
Yeah.
And then when you get to be the one on top, of course you're going to be fucking people over. Because then that's when you're like...
You're like, finally, I don't have to fucking do shit
that's
now.
That's the pay your dues mentality.
Yeah.
I did
so
that,
stupid.
So you gotta fucking do it too.
Yeah. When I was fucking starting...
That's the problem.
When I was fucking starting, I was eating a fucking bowl of hot ramen. Yeah. It's your turn to eat that fucking bowl of ramen.
To be fair, though, the people that I worked with, everybody was pulling their fucking weight.
Yeah.
Not a single person was, fucking just sitting, doing nothing. Yeah. Everybody was active. The people in charge of me, they would go, we need you to carry this heavy shit to the set all the way over there. And then they'd go, all right, let's do it together. And then they'd lift it with me, and then we go take that shit over. They weren't hands-off, manager, bullshit. They were
delegating.
If I tell you to do something, it's shit that I will do too. Because a porta potty got blown over by the wind, and me and my fucking key PA, we both lifted that shit back up, and we're covered in fucking septic fluid. It was disgusting. But he did that shit with me. He didn't have to. He fucking did that shit with me.
Yeah. But that's what I'm fucking saying. They spent the bag carelessly. Fucking Netflix did. And now it's you fucked the business model. And then now people are using
they want out.
Their business model against them.
Doing it better.
Fucking no disrespect to the movie Coda. No disrespect intended to it. I haven't seen it yet. And no disrespect fucking intended to it. But it was a $10 million movie that Apple TV went, we're going to give you $20 million for that shit, right? Or $10 million. We're going to give you $10 million. We're going to your costs are going to be paid off, right?
Mm-hmm.
$10 million. They then fucking spent $120 million on marketing, and then now that movie won fucking movie of the year, and I fucking have yet to meet the person who's seen that fucking movie.
Yeah. What movie? Coda.
I
haven't heard of it.
Exactly. But it's they played the Oscar game. The Oscar, Oscars aren't necessarily a measure of quality.
But does that give you money back to get an Oscar?
No, but it gives you recognition.
Yeah, because now they can associate their production company with Oscar-winning
films.
What I don't like about that is, what's the point?
What do you mean?
What's the... They already spent $120 million. Film productions, I've also learned, are just tax like deductible out the ass.
Yeah.
So like there was shit that we were doing where it's like you save every receipt for everything. You keep track of all the miles you drive for everything. And it's like at the end of the day, that you send that to the company and they get money back. So they're not even spending that money. They may have spent like however much money on the budget for that film. They probably got 50 to 60% of that back. So they made that movie for half that money. And that's the case for a lot of movies.
Yeah, well, see, that's the thing. You get the recognition, you get more fucking names attached to things. You could fucking raise the price of your thing more. And then that's why fucking film budgets are so big. That's why fucking it costs like $1 billion to make a fucking movie.
Yeah.
And then, but people are like,
how much money do they get back from it, though?
Yeah, and exactly.
Yeah.
So that's why when you fucking win an Oscar, it adds legitimacy to you. And
it's like, oh, we can get Robert Downey Jr. now.
Yeah, it's like now Tom Hanks is... Well, Tom Hanks signed a fucking picture deal with them.
Yeah.
And so, like it's like, we got Tom Hanks. Tom Hanks isn't going to make a movie unless it's involved with Apple TV.
Yeah.
It's a chess game, the whole thing.
It's kind of crazy to me.
The making movies and producing movies, fucking totally different.
Yeah, 100%, dude.
Yeah, it's fucking a different beast. It's like... That's why fucking... When it always, like... People are always, like, thanking executive producers... It's because, like, the executive producer was the one who fucking finagled the business.
Yep.
And fucking made, like, turned it around and got everybody paid.
And sucked some dicks to get that money back.
Yeah.
Dude, it's insane.
No. I mean, they always say, too, like, the movie has to make 3 times its budget.
Yeah.
To make a profit.
I feel like that's such bullshit.
Yeah,
I feel like that's such bullshit.
That's the thing, is that these old policies have been ingrained into the system now. And so, as you're coming up in the system... You're just forced to believe this. Like, oh yeah, this is just how shit is. Which is why they're trying to change it all up. But changing it all up requires a village. And the village, a lot of the village, like you said, when you get to the top, you're not going to be the fucking...
How many fucking movies and TV shows do you see that have that Georgia peach at the end? Joe and I talk about this shit all the time. But look, a vast array of production costs qualify for up to 30% of its credits back. As long as they show the Georgia peach logo at the end of the film or TV show. Up to 30% of your budget. And if I don't know for TV if they do that for like each episode, because I'd assume so, because it's the end of each episode.
So you might get
maybe they work it for season per season. Maybe they work a deal per season.
It's like because it costs $20 million to make a season of a TV show, right?
Yeah.
But the Georgia Peach at the end of it, it's probably like 30% of the $20 million.
So like they get like 30%, 6 million off or whatever, right?
Yeah.
So then that 20 million budget turned into 13 million because they got 7 million or like 6 million back or whatever.
Yeah.
And then the money that
14.
they make off of all
14.
of those fucking episodes.
What did I say? 13? 14, yeah.
Then they make so much in advertising from those fucking episodes that they don't give a shit
it's
about.
A fucking... Look, you gotta be a CEO to fucking make movies now, you know?
There's the businessman and the artist in this industry.
Yeah.
And
that's why
the artist has to get
anytime you see any fucking person who breaks their back representing like little people or whatever in the business, it's one of those directions where it's like, well, he isn't that successful.
Yeah.
You know, it's like some dude like Robert Rodriguez, right?
Yeah.
He fucking funds and makes his own shit because he wants to.
Yeah.
But like, it's like if you look at his whole like thing, it's like he isn't that big.
Yeah.
But guess what? He breaks out for the little guy.
And you know, I wouldn't have a problem with it if the producers didn't get involved as much as they do. Like
that's
Disney,
with heavy corporate.
Disney, prime example.
Yeah.
How many times have they
intervened
interfered in the whole fucking thing? You have to do this, change this, do that.
And they have like an air of like, ooh, we hired like Taika Waititi, this like indie movie indie director.
That's the fucking
or,
model
like,
right
ooh,
there.
we hired Ryan Coogler, this like, you know, he's on the up and up, this guy.
Yeah.
And then it's like, but how much of like control are they really getting?
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh, but they do get control, but then like.
But then they'll come out and go like, we don't get that.
Edgar Wright walked from Ant-Man, right?
Yeah.
Because they had too much control over him, and he was like, they didn't want to make an Edgar Wright movie.
Yeah.
So
he's like, fuck it. That's it. That's why, if you notice, right, the kind of like the bigger names of directors that are attached, it's usually like the products that are like off to the side.
Yeah.
And then they'll get integrated in.
Yeah.
Like, Guardians of the Galaxy was the fucking first one where it's like, all of their problems are out there. They're not connected to this little thing at all.
Yeah.
But then eventually they
bring him in.
Bring him in because it was highly
He needs
successful.
to make money, yeah.
Black Panther, right? All of it took place in Wakanda. It was
Hey, guess what? Now it's all in that shit.
off in the distance. You know, it never connected to this. If it fails on its own. They could just cut that branch off, and it's cool.
No,
yeah.
You know. No one takes risks anymore.
But that's every industry though. It's like We could say what we want to say, but if Disney's dangling $10 million in front of you,
oh fuck yeah.
I will be fair though. I don't think no one takes risks because now again, like you love like indie movies.
Yeah.
I feel like indie movies might actually be like the last form of like true cinema, in a shitty way that I can say that. I hate saying that sentence, but it's true.
Mm-hmm.
And because like again, I was on an indie feature film set. And, like, they were doing shit, like, pretty cool. Like, we had special effects makeup artists doing, like, bullet wounds on people. We had, like prop departments with, like proper, like, squibs and stuff for everything. And it was, like, it was done, like, by the books. It was so expensive.
Yeah.
Like, I can't tell you how much money we spent a day on just, like, breakfast and then lunch. And then, like, the amount of time that, like, It was a lot of money. Like, it was so much money that we were spending a day. And it was just burning a hole, like, each day. And we had stunts that we had to do, too. We had, like, dangerous stunts because it involved a car, like, fucking driving in hot into the set with a bunch of actors around. And so, like, watching that whole shit, too, that costs a lot of money. They had to rent this car. They had to, like, rent this stunt coordinator. The stunt coordinator was also the stunt performer driving the car. So, like, they cut money where they could. But it was kind of crazy, like, seeing that money add up. I don't know how long this film's gonna be. It's gonna be like between 15-20 minutes, they told me.
Mm-hmm.
I can estimate that they probably spent somewhere in the ballpark of 6 figures.
Fuck.
Just on this, like, short film. Maybe, again, tax breaks. So maybe it's gonna be closer to the ballpark of like 80K, 90K, who knows?
Mm-hmm.
But like, it's a lot of money that they spent on this fucking film.
Yeah.
But see, like, that's my point, is that you go from doing shit like that, and then this big company is like,
yeah,
here's $10 million to make your movie.
It was done proper, the way that the director was in full control. There was literally a point where one of the producers goes, like, one of the takes got fucked up by the director, I think? I just remembered that what the producer said in the walkie, because he was, like, producer / assistant director, and so he was, like, in the walkie, he was, like, who the fuck just ruined the shot? And then the director goes, oh, that was me, my bad. And then he just sighs in the walkie and goes, well, you're the only person I can't yell at. So, all right, we go again. And it's like, if that was like a Disney production, that director doesn't have that like luxury.
Fuck no.
Yeah.
That director was full in control.
That whole fucking Disney model to me is, it's scummy, in my opinion. Because it's like, here you go, you fucking made like 3 independent films, right? You independently produced them. You did all that thing. Here's $100 million. We just want your name.
We want your soul.
Yeah. We just want your name.
We just want your name and to sign this 5-picture contract.
Because they know that people will watch their product regardless of who the fuck is directing it.
Because
at
there's
that
market.
point, the director does not fucking matter.
No.
I'm sorry. You're bringing nothing to this IP because this IP already exists without you.
Yeah.
You can bring your creative flair, but at the end of the day, they're gonna wash it up. And be like, you gotta shoot it like this. That's what North was talking about with the Battlestar Galactica. I remember that from one of his lectures.
Yeah.
Where he had a friend that went on Battlestar Galactica. He's like, I want to shoot the bridge like this.
No, that was in Star Trek.
Star Trek.
Yeah.
I want to shoot the bridge like this.
And like, no, we shoot the bridge like this.
Shoot it like this.
You tell them when to hit roll or when to say roll.
Like,
and that's for TV, which is like TV is even more like less so in control, especially if you're a director. Like in a TV show, it's the executive producer who
really runs
shit.
And then they cut you after a certain amount of days so that your rate doesn't go up, so they don't have to pay you more.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
So
also PAs rates don't ever go up for PAs.
Like
I was told, they were like, the PA rate is the PA rate. It's $210 a day. That's all the PAs ever get. And no matter how much you work, $210 a day. Nothing more. Unless it's a commercial, then it's $250. But it's nothing in between, nothing more.
That's the business we chose, boys.
It is. It pays well though.
Yeah.
If at the cost of your physical and mental health.
Yeah.
But when you get those highs, you get them highs real high. You know what I'm saying?
Sure the lows are gonna.
They call the last shot of the day they call the last shot of the entire film the martini shot.
Because that's when you fucking pour the martini.
Yeah, but the one before that's called the Abby shot, and so they called Abby, and then I went, huh? And then like one of the art department people had to tell me like what that meant, and then when they called martini in Milwaukee, everyone was so fucking excited. They finished it. They called a rap. Everybody fucking cheered and everyone was hugging, like high-fiving. Like it was so fun. Like it was worth it. It was so worth it at the end of that shit.
That's cool as fuck.
Yeah.
What an experience.
I love, you know what I love reading? I love reading about like problem productions. Where by the end of it, when they do that, everybody's just like, fuck off.
They leave.
Just get me the fuck out of
Yeah.
here.
Bro, and then when you're done, you're still not done. Because for me, I had to figure out how the fuck to do an invoice. I never put an invoice together. I didn't know what I'm allowed to put on that
you're
thing.
You're charging them for your time.
Exactly.
They don't keep track of your time.
I keep track of that shit.
Yeah.
And then so they what was nice was like they paid for like my car washing and cleaning.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Like they're pretty accommodating.
Not a bad deal.
No, not at all. It did fuck up my car.
Because of the dirt and shit?
The dirt and shit. Like my doors would squeak. I had to like WD-40 my hinges. I had to like clean all that shit up. I was gonna, but I didn't know where to go. I didn't have
just any car wash.
I thought I had a friend to do it, and then, but he only does body work.
You could have gone to like a dealership or something.
Yeah, just so like a normal.
I could have. At the end of the day, it was easier for me just to fucking suction that shit.
Lesson learned.
Yeah. Again.
Any car wash.
It was my first ever like
No, yeah.
like invoice I'd ever put together, and then I was like, they'll just pay for like my car wash and everything, and that was fine. And they did. It was cool.
But you had to send receipts and shit?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
100%. You have to keep every receipt. Because what they do is like Joe said something like QuickBooks or some shit.
It's like it's some fucking app where they will just take a picture of the receipt
and then they upload it.
That'll go to like their spreadsheets. And,
yeah,
you know.
And then so
gas too.
Gas, yeah. Well, so it depends. They did pay for my gas when I did long drives, but again, they give me that money back. But then they give me that money back because they get paid back at the end of the day for that shit too. Anyway, so it's like, who cares?
They just write it off.
Yep, write it all as like business expenses.
Damn,
bro. I remember I saw the fact that we spent like almost $1,000 for like one lunch day. I was like, this shit's 5 days, and that's just lunch for the crew and cast. I was like, holy fuck.
So like 10K on food overall because breakfast and lunch.
Maybe breakfast wasn't as expensive. Breakfast was maybe a few hundred.
Shit. Because
they would just go to like they would get like bagels and shit and like cream cheese. Yeah, I spent I think like well over 4 figures on ice and water.
You know what's a good behind the scenes documentary? The one From Dusk Till Dawn. That fucking thing is like, so their craft services was literally just potato chips and shit. And
oh yeah.
It would have George Clooney walking around. This was again because that movie is before George Clooney hit it big. He's like, oh geez, thanks Robert, you gave me some potato chips. Is there water with them? And then she goes, it's room temp. He's like, it's room temp, Robert.
Dude, I feel like we ran our craft services way better than From Dusk Till Dawn.
Yeah.
Because like we had everything.
From Dusk Till Dawn slaps.
Good movie. It's wild.
Yeah.
You just have to like persevere through all that shit.
You have to.
Any story that you read of these successful motherfuckers, they all have a story like that.
They all had some struggle they had to go through. That's all it is.
Crammed in a 1-bedroom apartment.
Yeah.
Fucking eating bullshit.
The ones who fucking
credit card debt.
Yeah.
Dude, I was fistfuls of like Black Forest gummies, like wherever I could find space to eat.
Yeah.
Because, like, you get 30 minutes for lunch, but I told you guys how, like, one time we didn't get to lunch. I think they had to get fined for that, like, by union. I don't know how much the fine was. I heard it wasn't too bad. But then, like, we only, like, had lunch for, like, 15 minutes. And I have to end early to break down everything. Because, like, my department does all that shit.
It's not that cool.
Yeah. So, like, my department has to, like, deal with, like, putting up and setting up lunch and handing out food. So I eat late and then I get off early. So really, my 30-minute lunch is 15 minutes. So, like, I'm working 12 hours minimum, and I eat for 15 minutes.
Yeah.
It's like, you just find fistfuls of snacks and drink waters or Gatorades wherever you can. It's
like,
crazy.
You're like, potato chips? Thank you, Mr. Barry Gordy.
Yeah. Wow. Thank you for that snacks.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. Please spit in my mouth so I can hydrate.
Dude, they were all so chill, though.
That's good.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
And now I got an in.
You got an in.
At the end of the day, that's what is important.
Yeah. I was told I was the best PA they've ever worked with.
There you go.
Yeah, so, like...
That's all it is, bro.
Yeah.
Shut up, do what the fuck is
Bro, bring a good vibe.
Yeah.
They love the fuck out of that.
That's what I've always said is, like, you know, we've had this conversation last time we fucking hung out together. It's just like, just bite the bullet and swallow your ego and swallow your pride and do whatever the fuck they need you to tell you.
Yep.
Dude, everybody, department to department, like, you're not supposed to, like, fuck with other departments' shits. And that's 100% true. Don't ever do that. Like, never move lighting department stuff. Never move art department stuff.
For a lot of reasons, I think one of them is, like, union reasons or like regulations. It's like, that thing is only these people are supposed to touch it.
Yeah.
You know, so if you touch it, it's like, why are you touching it?
Yeah, and it's a lot of the equipment.
It's a liability.
Certain people own that equipment.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, I have this insured under me.
Yeah.
But if you fuck with it, that doesn't cost. And then it's like, that light's like $13,000.
Yeah.
We had like a dope light that was like a box that had like a bunch of hash marks in it. And they had like on their like tablet, they could like have a bunch of like different modes and settings. It was so cool.
Yeah. I've seen those. Yeah.
They pressed a button on it and then it was like flickering through different colors and they were like everything everywhere all at once. Look. Like but what do you call it? Everybody was like shoveling the shit that they had to. So like the first day was like I was helping art department carry like a bunch of furniture and garbage out of their truck because we shared a production truck with them. So half of that shit was theirs, half of that shit was ours. And it was like I didn't even know this at the time. I thought they were with us, but I was like, I guess we're just moving all this shit. And I was like, all right, you do that, and now go help Grip and Electric move their crates that they need moved over here or whatever. And then, don't touch it after that, though. They just want the boxes out, and it'll make it faster or whatever. And, like, camera department, I think, was the most, like, don't touch their shit. Yeah. Because their shit's the most expensive.
Fuck yeah.
And, like,
damn.
Oh, my God. Yeah, I don't want to fuck with any of their shit. I was like, that great. I helped on the last day. I did have to carry, with one other guy. We had to lift this into their van. It was like a AV cart. I don't know how to describe it. It was like a, like one of those like carts, right, that rolls.
Yeah, yeah.
And it had
with the layers.
Yeah, it had an Alexa camera, or is it Alexa?
Ari, isn't it?
Ari, yeah, the Ari Alexa.
Holy shit.
It had that on it with a fucking fat lens.
Damn.
The whole brain, the monitors and shit. He was like, "Hey, can you help me lift this into the van?" And I was like, "Yeah." And it was like 11:30. I'm on like hour 15, and I'm like, "Yeah." We very gently rolled it into the van, and then as soon as that shit left my hands, I fucking ran out of there. I was like, "All right, I've got to go back to
you can't sue me."
Fucking 50K.
Yeah, I gotta go take the air compressor back to Home Depot tomorrow.
Yeah. What's that fucking saying you were telling me? Too many chiefs, not
not enough Indians.
Yeah.
Ark was an Indian on that production.
Yeah.
You just shut up. You do what you're told.
You do what the fuck you're told.
The problem is that a lot of people think they're chiefs. When they should be Indians.
Yeah.
Also,
what does that do? Everybody on your set bought in.
Yeah, 100%.
Imagine if 2 people didn't buy in, it fucks the whole thing up.
Yeah.
I think that there were... So, the biggest thing, though, is, like, do what you're told, but know your worth.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, don't be afraid to say, like, if you're working really, really hard and you're on all the time, and they see that, be like... try and give them, like, realistic expectations for things, too. Because they would tell me, hey, do you think that you could drive down to this store and grab all this stuff and then buy this? And it sounds like they're in a really big rush. And then I'll pull up the directions to the closest store. I'll go, it's this amount of time. And for a round trip, it's twice that. And it's going to take me a long time to pack all this shit in my car. So I'll be like, it'll take me about half an hour. Minimum.
Yeah.
And then they'll go, okay, fair. And, like, if you're like, this is what's realistic for me to do, they're chill with that. And, like, you have to also, like, stand up for yourself. Because, like, they would make me come in at 6 a.m. Because, like, security that would, like, look after the equipment would leave at 6. And so someone had to be in for what's called fire watch, which is, like, watching the equipment. And, because you can't leave it alone. It's, like, literally hundreds of thousands of dollars of equipment. And so, like, I would show up, I would get there, and it'd be 6 a.m. I would text my production manager or coordinator, hey, I just got to the thing. And Christina was leaving that night or whatever, right, that I had to show up at 6 a.m. And I wasn't going to see her for, like, a couple weeks. Because, like, she was leaving, she was going back, she started her job again. And I hadn't even seen her for, like, a couple weeks before that also. So I hadn't seen her for, like, maybe 3 weeks-ish.
Yeah.
And so, like, I told them, I was like, hey, I have to leave here by 8. Like, at 8, I have to leave. And so they know that they only have me for 12 hours. They will have me work for free for as long as they can if I don't say anything.
Yeah.
So I said, here's my hard cutoff time. And then, like, I would mention to the producer, hey, I have to come in, or I have to leave late. Because I got here at 6 and I have to leave. And they'll go, like, oh, well, we might need you for a little bit longer after that. And then I just go, I have to go see my girlfriend. And I said something like, it's our anniversary. It's just I hadn't seen her in a long time. But if you give them a reason where
Yeah.
it's like, they're
This is a special day or whatever.
yeah, and again, I learned that from my production coordinator because we did that the previous following day before, where it was like, we have to get you out of a certain situation. Just give me a reason why you cannot do this.
Yeah.
They just need a reason for something, and then they will find another way to do it. But anyways, I did that, and I said I have to leave at this time, and they were like, okay, and I'm like, okay, all right. If you don't say anything though,
For me,
you work until you die.
Yeah.
I forgot who it was. I think it was my current, not my boss, but he kind of like the guy who looks over my route.
Yeah.
He goes, look, when you start a new job, this is what you do. They don't know you. You got 4. It's like your grandparents are dead, right? I was like, yeah, they've been dead. He's like, you got 4 grandparents that they don't know that have died yet.
Yeah, there you go.
That's
yeah.
4 free days. You know what I'm saying? And I went, that's actually really fucking
Yeah,
smart.
it is.
And even by law, you're not required to,
No.
Yeah.
but it humanizes the
Yeah,
whole
the
interaction.
struggle.
Yeah, because they have to. You're just a number to them. Is
Uh-huh.
what, at the end of the day, that's all you are. You're just a number.
Yeah, I feel like if it was like a more like Disney or like, you know, like ABC
Yeah.
or CBS or some shit. If it was a company like that, I would 100% just feel like a number. On that film set, everyone was a person.
Yeah.
No one was like a fucking dollar amount. No one was a fucking
Yeah.
number
And-
on a page.
Because this was a smaller production, right?
Yeah.
It wasn't like not to in any disparaging way, but it was like
No, it was small, yeah.
it wasn't like this huge thing, so it was more
Well,
personal.
cast and crew of 50. It was pretty big,
Yeah,
but yeah, like
and it's not like a grand scale.
no,
like,
no.
you know, we gotta fucking lock this
But even
quadrant down.
Of the city.
even as
Yeah.
a small, they were still saying if Art doesn't say shit, he's working overtime without
Yeah.
us paying him. So
And
you see what I mean? Like it's the same thing.
I told
everywhere
them.
you go.
I told them last day too. They didn't know if they were gonna pay me all days, like, or they didn't know if they could get me all days. So I was told, you for sure can work days 1, 2, and 5, and I was told I was gonna be able to work all 5 days, but they were like, day 3 and 4 we might not be able to get you because it's not in the budget. I was working so well, they never mentioned that shit again. But I was told by a friend, hey, they would really appreciate it if you're not doing anything those days, just offer to help anyways for free. I didn't tell them. He was like, but do not tell them that until they 100% say that they cannot pay you for days 3 and 4. I was like, okay. They never said shit. I didn't say shit. Day 5 happened. I was talking to my production coordinator. I was like, dude, I would have worked for free days 3 and 4 if you didn't. He's like, hey, well, you know, production's over, so, you know, getting paid. And I was like, fuck yeah.
Shit, dude.
That's why they will not pay you if they do not have to.
Yeah.
And it's not their money, so like their job is to pay as little as possible.
If your job is to count the beans, you want to make sure you get as many beans as possible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And again, to be fair to him too, he was looking after me.
Yeah.
He was the reason why I didn't have to drive 3 hours to Orange County to take an actor back to his house, stay the night there, come back again the next morning. Like, he's the reason why I didn't have to do that. So, he was 100% looking after me. But again, it's like, and he was also like, this is my first time being a production coordinator. He's like, I've been a PA for a long time. I know how it is on your end.
That's the good thing, huh?
Yeah.
When
So
you
he's
have
like,
a
I
guy
get
who's
it.
been in the muck
Yeah.
and then that guy goes up.
Yeah. He's
Yeah.
like, I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah. You see, so, but above him is a motherfucker saying, who gives a shit? He's
Above
just a
him,
PA.
above him is the
Fucking
producer.
Send him to
Yeah.
Orange County.
Yeah. So
It's
that's
like, why can't he?
You're
I
not-
need that shit done.
Exactly.
that is exactly what was going on.
Yeah,
That's
what the
exactly
fuck
what was
it
going on, and but he knew how to handle that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly, dude. So that's why
That's
you
a-
just have.
Yeah.
There's good people for sure.
The other guy above me, the key PA, who's in charge of the PAs, he was like, I'll do it. I'll go drive the guy. He's like, I live down in LA anyways. I
Yeah.
could sleep in my own bed. I could come back tomorrow at like 7 or no, like 10, like 8 or 9 or some shit. And so he gets back and sweetheart, absolute sweetheart. That
That's
guy.
crazy.
He's a producer for Disney
That's fucking.
You would have had to. Would you spend the night at the actor's house?
at the actor's house.
No way.
And then
cool?
He got heat stroke.
He was cool.
I don't know who it was. I don't remember. Like
Yeah.
maybe I got heat stroke. No, but the actor that I thought it was, he was one of the guys that does wrestling.
Uh-huh.
Two of the actors, they do like wrestling,
Really?
non-professional, but like it was pretty dope. They were trying to get an acting reel together or like an action reel together, and they're like, bro, we could do like a what do you call it, like a suplex, and we can. Because they're trying to get like just like standard like action reels together, and so like they want to like incorporate wrestling into them.
Yeah.
And I think that's so smart, so fucking smart. Wrestling moves look so good on camera.
Mm-hmm.
Shit.
It was made for the camera. baby.
Remember the fucking Spider-Man, Green Goblin, fucking powerbomb through this fucking roof.
yeah.
That was the coolest fucking
The Panama
scene.
Sunrise.
Yes,
Yeah.
it was so good.
The fucking Spinebuster.
Yes, it
Yeah.
was so fucking good.
That Spinebuster was the best looking on-screen Spinebuster since Double A himself
Yeah.
did
Dude.
that shit.
So good.
I was gonna say, you know, kind of off topic here, but randomly, you know, one of our favorite wrestlers, Jeff Hardy, got arrested for a DUI.
Yeah.
Part of me just was like, you guys can't just pay a driver? I'll do that
Yeah.
shit.
But see, that's the thing. A lot of
Yeah.
like the motherfucker that played for the Raiders. I don't know if you heard that. He was like a
Oh, the
20.
yeah,
What was I forget the guy's name, but he fucking killed the.
he was doing like 120.
He's going
Oh,
120
yeah,
in
yeah, yeah.
Vegas. Fucking killed her.
Yeah.
Going to jail probably for life now.
It was like Aaron Hernandez?
No,
No,
that-
that's
no.
Patriots.
He killed his neighbor,
Oh,
but like with a gun. This guy was just driving. I forget the guy's name.
he was drunk as fuck. But
Yeah,
yeah,
he was
I know.
drunk,
hmm
and the NFL provides free rides when you like the NFL provides, not even the team. The NFL provides rides,
Yeah.
like free Ubers and shit.
Yeah.
Sometimes people just don't, they just.
This is stupid.
yeah.
I would
The
love
production paid for all the Ubers for the other PA because he didn't have a car. And he was mostly riding with the production coordinator because they're homies.
to. Yeah.
And he was like, yeah, on my invoice, I just put all the prices of all the Ubers that I got, and then they reimburse it.
And if you had to take that guy to Orange County, don't you think that would have been an in and of itself?
It would have been so much money back on driving. Because I drove 476 miles at the end of the production.
God damn.
To Orange County, what is that? Like another 100 miles?
More. Round trip, it'd be more. Because
Oh,
you're
to,
right. Yeah.
to LA and back, it was 144.
Yeah.
For me, for when I had to take or pick up camera equipment that was like damaged
Mhm.
on set, and I had to like rush down
Yeah.
to LA
and
and
Orange
pick up new
County's
camera.
further in.
Yeah,
Orange
That's
County's-
like another 60
far.
miles. Yeah.
but I mean, what I'm saying is like you could have got a good connection with that actor. Or,
Oh, maybe.
does
I
that
got
make
one.
sense?
One of the actors is a comedian. He worked at like the
Ahahas.
one it has an orange background.
Laugh Factory.
Laugh Factory.
Oh, nice.
He does gigs at the Laugh Factory.
One
Like
day,
yeah.
where's the Joey?
We gotta do open mics. We gotta hit the road.
We're doing one tomorrow. Tomorrow.
Where you going? Transplants?
Yeah, transplants. It's open mic. Come.
over in
No.
Texas.
No transplants
Over in Texas.
in Texas. Yeah.
Yeah.
Transplants in Texas.
Yeah. But yeah, yeah, we actually went a lot longer on
He's
that.
been exposing himself all fucking day. He fucking said my last name out on these
I
streets.
didn't know they didn't know your fucking last
They
name.
know it. It's in the. It's like in the.
It's in the trademark.
Spotify.
This fucking asshole's Twitter says Joe from We'll Get To It.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
come
yeah.
on, bro. What am I not supposed to?
Yeah,
promote?
but it just says Joe. It doesn't
Hey,
have
that-
my government name on there, does
Hey,
it?
hey, that Joe of mine.
Hey, that Joe of mine. Isn't that a great name?
Yeah, I like it a lot. Anyways, we good?
What the? Don't fucking look at it.
That is a good name. Hey, Dad Joe, man.
You
Hey,
fucking
that-
wait, look. Don't fucking look at my name like that.
In my head, I was like, no, that's a pretty good name.
Yeah, but we gotta hit open mics. We gotta go on the road, baby.
Yeah, cross country, that would be dope. Well, I gotta
I've always
start-
wanted to do that. Like just somewhere I could just see the country.
I was actually at Barnes before here working on the bit for tomorrow.
What are you gonna do? I think I'm gonna do my white women OJ bit.
What?
Yeah,
You can go?
yeah.
Yeah, I'll be there at 6 to sign up.
What are you gonna do?
PM
Like,
or
what are you gonna do? A 5 minutes up?
I haven't rehearsed. I just finished writing the bit. I have to rehearse it now.
I came up with like this fucking funny bit where it's like I go, hey, how many white women are here? And I go like, woo, because there's always a screaming white woman.
Yeah.
I go, you're not taking me home. Too many men of color have been taken down by white women. OJ, Johnny Depp,
Oh no.
yeah, just name like random celebrity. Bill Cosby.
Terrifying.
Yeah,
The room is very
big, white.
Republican.
Yeah, I know.
So it's very interesting to see some reactions.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fucking. We're in Texas.
Yeah, man. We're in Texas. We're not at all in California, dude. We're in Texas.
We're in Texas, New Jersey.
Howdy, dude.
All right,
Yeah.
kill the show. We're fucking back.
Welcome back, baby.
Welcome. Oh,
That last 40 minutes was really.
We're
really
gonna-
good session.
Yeah.
we're gonna do something a little different next week.
Oh. Yeah.
We're gonna do something a little different.
We
Little.
forgot to tease that.
Yeah. So, cause we have that TikTok ready to go.
We do.
Do you want to like create like a we'll get to it TikTok?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll do that. Well, I guess we're gonna create a we'll get to it TikTok. So keep your eyes.
We'll tick to it.
We'll tick to it. We'll talk to it.
We'll talk to it. That's
Tick.
nice.
Yeah.
We'll get talk to it.
No, that's a lot more. It's a word from mouthful. We'll just call it. We'll get to.
We'll talk to it.
Yeah.
I like that.
We'll talk to it. Yeah.
T-O-K.
Yeah.
Talk.
I was gonna say but yeah, and then we'll be teasing next week's main topic.
I mean, we should tease it now.
It's
Hold on.
what are they called? Ark has 6 eggs in a container. Now these ain't your eggs you'll find at the corner store.
They're pretty hard boiled.
They're pretty hard boiled.
The fuck is that? Let me see.
They're easy beat eggs.
Easy beat eggs.
Yeah.
Easy beat eggs.
Come here, Kevin. Come a little closer.
Get a little
Come
closer.
Well, come close to the mic as well.
Easy
Good
beat
cheers, good cheers.
eggs. You see that? Easy beat egg from.
Can you say that, Kevin?
Say that, Kevin.
Out loud.
Tanga?